chemical route, the pharmaceutical route, Roger looked at nature. He looked at the synergy when things are combined and the greater good that comes from those combinations, the uniqueness that comes from those
Welcome,
combinations.
everyone. Make sure you
And
get your
he
drinks,
brought his
your
intellect,
snacks,
his
your pens,
learning,
your
his
notebooks.
research,
You may
and
want to
his
take
great
notes
success,
on your
brought all
computer because
that
you
here to
don't want to
MoreMito and
miss
planted the
any of
seed.
this
He
health
runs our
knowledge
company.
information.
He's the
And go
CEO.
ahead and share it
And
with
we're
friends
blessed
and,
that that's
and
the case.
family,
We're also
because guess
blessed
what? Everybody has
that he teamed
mitochondria,
up,
every
he
human and
partnered
every pet,
with
and
a brilliant
everybody needs this
research scientist,
information.
a gentleman named
So,
Dr.
and if
Bevan
you have
Elliott.
not
Now,
hit the
we call
subscribe,
him the
like,
pride of Clemson.
if you're
Dr.
watching
Bevan has
us
not
on
just
YouTube
created
on the Health
a
and Wealth Show with
unique
Stephanie,
group
or
of
if you're
products
watching
for us.
us
He's
live on
created
Facebook,
the
hit that follow
one-of-a-kind
button and the like
delivery
button.
system that allows our ingredients not just to get through your cell walls, but deeper through the walls of your mitochondria. It's called XDS, and it's the critical feature that allows our products to work like nothing else on the planet. We're a one-of-a-kind group of products.
We are.
And we have a huge impact. You're about to hear what kind of an impact we can have for people and pets. Every living thing has mitochondria. Dr. Bevan found
Did
a
you
way
hear that?
to bring it
Every
back
living
to
thing
the
has
level
mitochondria.
when you were a kid, because you've been losing it your whole life.
You have.
And my gosh, astounding things happen when it's replaced. And what's that mean? That means we don't do follow me products. We don't do duplicate products. We're one of a kind. We're the only
We're a
thing
different kind
out
of
there.
company.
You don't run out of MoreMito and go to Walmart and get anything like them. There's nothing like the MoreMito line. You only get them from our company, and people can only get them from you. That's why we're on this call. To learn more about all of this, I'm going to turn the call over now to our CEO, Roger Hill. Roger, are you there?
Great to be with you, Dale.
You're coming through strong and clear, my friend. Take it away.
Outstanding. So great to be with all of you once again. We're really excited about these health and wellness calls. It gives us a chance to greet so many of you from wherever in the world you happen to be. It does our heart good to see so many of you with friends and family, so many of our international callers on Saturday.
Yes.
We have a lot of those. I was just noticing some folks from France and Zambia.
Talked to quite a few international people this week about the product. It's awesome.
Bahamas,
we have no territories.
Every Saturday and every Tuesday night, every Monday night rather, we do a health and wellness call, and it gives us a chance to address various health topics that are important to you. In recent weeks, we've talked about a number of things that have
Today's topic is how not to suffer from neuropathy in your hands, feet, back, face, and every other place. So remember, share this information with others, guys, right now so that they can join you.
Neuropathy in your hands, in your feet, in your back, in your face, and every other place. We're going to do all of that today, okay? But before we do, let me introduce you to us, especially if you're new.
This is our CEO, guys.
We're a nutraceutical company, and we're noted for making some profoundly effective products for people and their pets. The reason for that is some technology that our scientist, Dr. Bevan Elliott, who's been my partner for since 2015, created. I believe that he's actually pioneering a new way to make all of us healthier. Here's what he wants to do. He wants to increase the amount of energy that your cells produce.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Again, make sure you get your pens, your notebooks, and your drinks, because you don't want to miss any of this information on how not to suffer from neuropathy in your hands, feet, back, face, and every other place. Share this with your friends and family.
Mitochondria. Those are the parts of your cell that produce the energy that your body runs on. Your heart doesn't beat. You don't breathe. You don't think of thought. That's not powered by mitochondria. So here's what you need to know about that. You've been losing these mitochondria since you were really young. You had a lot of them when you were a kid. That coincided when you had all that energy. You had all the energy, you barely knew what to do with it. Your mom had to yell at you, tell you to go somewhere and sit down, stop playing on the steps. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you ran up any steps? Okay?
I've done it recently because I've built my mitochondria up. I don't know about you guys, though.
You did it without a thought when you were younger. That's because you had all that mitochondria, right? But as you went through life, you lost those. Lots of reasons for that, not just aging. The diseases you encountered. My favorite example is COVID. COVID exhaustion kills mitochondria. If you had it, probably you didn't get all of yours back.
Right.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, any number of diseases are costing you mitochondria at an accelerated rate. Okay? Things you get into in the environment. I was just out in the grass a little while ago. Stuff we used to put on the lawn to kill weeds is also killing mitochondria, serial killers of mitochondria. The list goes on and on. By the time you were 60, you probably lost half of it as a result, half the mitochondria. How does that make anything in your body work better? I'll give you a hint. It doesn't, okay, because everything once again takes energy. Now, what was happening to your body while that was going on, while you were losing that mitochondria? Well, your body was starting not working as well. And you can see it. The highest concentrations of your organs, of your mitochondria in your major organs, in your guts, in your livers, in your kidneys. The highest is in your heart, your brain, and your eyes. So if you just look at what's been happening to those, you can tell, right? Have you started to not see as well as you used to? Are you having
How many of y'all don't see as well?
Nearsighted or farsighted? Did you start out early in life wearing glasses, but as you got later in life, you had to get a stronger prescription? That's because you're losing mitochondria, okay? How about your strength and stamina? You probably figured out that you're not a spring chicken anymore. If you haven't, stick around, you will, okay? Lots of mitochondria once again. Right. How about the way you
Walmart summer style?
You walked in a room lately and couldn't figure out what you went in there for, okay? Or you upstairs, you go downstairs. What am I supposed to do down here? Okay, you've seen your moment, loss of mitochondria. Okay? How about the way your immune system works? Younger people in general are healthier than older people in general. Why? Because they got more mitochondria. So what we want to do about
Let's
this,
change some of that. Get your mitochondria built up. So your body can work like God designed it to do.
Not talk about it, right? Not help it out. Grow it back. Okay?
Yes, grow it back. Not what medications do. We're actually helping you to grow your mitochondria, right? And your body can fix itself.
If you organize the molecules of all the ingredients that you see on a product label, they do more than get in your bloodstream. They got to get all the way into your mitochondria, right?
Yes.
That's where the real magic happens. That's what separates us from everybody else you know about. If it were not true, you wouldn't be here now. Okay, so I was already doing what we're telling you about, we wouldn't need to be.
Right.
But it wasn't happening, okay?
We're the only ones that's building this mitochondria up like this.
UltraMito. That means Ultra Mitochondria. Dale is going to come back and talk to you about those topics. Those products, rather. Dale.
Thank you, Roger. Listen, everybody, the first product I want to mention is called Rejuvenate. It's our topical cream. It's for your skin from head to toe. You massage it into your hair, put it on your scalp, massage it into your scalp. It's for anything that disturbs your skin. Any scratch, scrape, cut, bump, mole, blemish, anything. And it works even further than just on your skin because it soaks down to the bone. That means it's helping with your muscles, your ligaments, with your tendons, with your joints, your back joints, your hip joints, your knee joints, and your hands and feet. Listen, we're going to focus on hands and feet today. If you or anybody you know has a condition in your hands or feet that can start as tingling and become incredibly severe.
Anybody you know have problems with their hands and feet, then you want to get them on this on here. Send them a text or forward the information.
In the back office, we cover all of this and things like cellulite and severe varicose veins. Rejuvenate is absolutely astounding, and we've got testimonials that give you examples of how it's helped people. Next, I want to talk about Restore 3.0. It's our third generation product, and Dr. Bevan has truly created something incredible using a base of two ancient superfoods, olive oil with olive leaf and black seed. They've both been used for thousands of years because of the benefits they provide to the human condition. They mention olive oil in the Bible. They found black seed when they opened King Tut's tomb. But Dr. Bevan has taken several elements of each and uses them in a special way with olive oil. He uses several elements to tune up and detoxify your cells while increasing your mitochondria. Now that is the unique thing, the one-of-a-kind thing that only we can do. That's our name. MoreMito, short for mitochondria. And Dr. Bevan has been able to restore, increase your mitochondria back to the age when you were a kid. You've been losing it all your life. You're lucky to have 50% in your 50s and 60s, as low as 10% in your 70s and 80s. And as you lose mitochondria, the body shuts down. And your body starts to work again the way it's supposed to, the way it's meant to, the way it did before life and the environment started destroying your body's functions. That happens with an increase in mitochondria. Black seed uses black seed to increase your energy, but it's cellular energy. It's steady. It's strong. It's not like a hit of caffeine or sugar where you get a big energy hit followed by a deep crash. Cellular energy is steady. That means you can start and complete a task without a need to rest. It means the clearing of your brain fog. How about something strenuous like a long bike ride? That will have a short recovery time. It means you can start to participate in life again on your terms. Get in and live it and not sit on the couch and watch everything pass you by. And I've only mentioned 2 of the 44 ingredients Dr. Bevan has used to create Restore. Listen, with 44 ingredients, the blending is critical. Dr. Bevan will tell you, if you just take a handful of vitamins, you're lucky if a third isn't a complete waste, overpowered, canceled out by other things in that handful of vitamins. They have to be properly blended to work together rather than against each other. And then the most important thing, of course, is XDS technology to let your body use it like nothing is ever
Good morning, everyone.
Our third product, our newest product, is Renew Brain and Body. Not all of the ingredients Dr. Bevan needs us to have can be delivered in a liquid base. So he's created these small capsules. We get the dried ingredients to complete the triad of these ingredients to increase your mitochondria. Renew stands on the shoulders of Rejuvenate and Restore. It increases the blood flow in your extremities, in your legs. You're going to hear why that's important today. Also, your arms, your hands, your feet. It increases the blood flow in the brain, the firing of the synapses, and helps with the clearing of that brain fog. Finally, some of the most important members of our family are the pets that we own. And listen, they suffer. Here's members of the family, and you may have a dog that can hardly walk, can't get up and down the stairs. A cat may be laying around, hacking up fur balls, shedding. You want to bring a dog quickly back to puppy stage and a cat back to kitten stage, increase their mitochondria, give them pet life. So 4 products: Rejuvenate, Restore 3.0, Renew Brain and Body, and Pet Life. There is nothing like what these products can do when you combine them with your DNA. To hear more about all of this, I'm going to turn the call back over to Roger. Roger, take it away.
Remember, if you don't have your drinks, get your drinks, your notebooks, and your pens, because you don't want to miss any of this information. And share it with some people if you have not shared it, because everybody has mitochondria.
Peripheral neuropathy is what's called, we just shorten it to neuropathy. It has to do with damage to your nerves outside of your brain and spinal column. Okay, and there's a number of conditions that can cause that to be the case. I'm looking for Dr. Dan. Put him at the top there, please. Okay. And that's what he and I have been talking about. You know him as a regular on a call out of Oklahoma City. He's been in the field for decades, doing podcasts and doing radio. He's familiar with everything, including this stuff. So, Dale, do we have Dr. Dan? Because I don't see him. Are you hearing me?
We can hear him loud and clear. That's our CEO, Mr. Roger Hill.
Roger, I do.
He's the one that made everything possible for us, right?
I got Dr. Dan, and I have unmuted him.
Okay, Dr. Dan. Do your star 5 so I can see you at the top. Okay.
I got it.
All right.
Remember, if you're watching us live on Facebook Live, make sure you like and follow us. If you're on Health Aware Show with Stephanie on YouTube or Success on Stephanie on YouTube, make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and make sure you like. And we want to make sure y'all share this information with other people, because every human and every pet has mitochondria.
What causes neuropathy to start with?
Well, it could be more than one cause. It could be more than one cause, but normally I think of it as being a blood sugar problem, but not always. Sometimes it can be compression It can be a breakdown of a disc in the back, put pressure on the nerve. But generally speaking, we think of diabetic neuropathy or pre-diabetes, where the blood flow is being shut down. And glycation is like sugar, strands of sugar like in cotton candy, but there's sometimes protein mixed in with it. And it strangles the nerve. It wraps around, it strangles the nerve, can strangle the blood vessels, cut down the blood flow, so the nerves is not getting the nourishment it needs. And that, when the nerve starts, then that's already died, but it can. When it starts being shut off, then we start feeling that tingling, just the same way if you sit on your leg and your leg went to sleep. And,
well, if you need brain fog clearance, then you definitely need to get your bundle, your Renew Brain and Body bundle, so you can get rid of that brain fog.
Neuropathy is going around that all day long. And they're losing awareness of their feet. They're concerned about balance. They don't feel
build that mitochondria up. Get rid of that brain fog.
And so it could be the man that sold my artwork for me. He had it really bad, and he had a hole in the bottom of his heel the size of a $50 that went all the way to his heel bone. He couldn't feel it, but he lost his lower leg, and then a few months later, he lost his life. I don't think he lived a year after they took his lower leg. And so it can be very severe. And it can show up in other places. Anything that's outside of the spinal column is peripheral. It can affect your gut. Your digestive system stops working the way it's supposed to. It can affect your eyes, as well as your fingertips.
Fingertips? Did y'all know that? I didn't know that.
Men's ability to perform in the bedroom. All those can be called neuropathy. So we have to increase the circulation. Now, the main thing we're doing there is reviving the mitochondria, so the nerves can function the way they're meant to. And of course, we do that very, very well. Other things that they recommend is red light therapy. They say give it 6 to 8 weeks for it to do its thing. And something I forgot to talk about on my show, there's these pads you can buy. Sometimes they're a little bit more of a system where you place your feet on them, and they contract your feet and your calves with a little electrical current. You don't feel like you're being shocked or anything, but it makes you contract. And they sometimes mix red light therapy with that. And so that can be very good while you're sitting. You're working your calves and feet and keeping those muscles working and the blood vessels. But exercise, moving, raising up on your toes, and bringing your heels back, raising up on your toes, or raising one foot up. Then
no, you can be sitting at your desk and exercise, right? Look, you can exercise, right? Just get to moving. You can exercise. It makes a difference, okay?
Like metformin, it can cause an B12 deficiency. And that can bring on neuropathy.
So y'all hearing medication can cause other things, right?
We all should be anyway.
You're using it for one thing, but it can cause other things.
B3, thiamine. Now we have a form of thiamine in the Restore, and the metformin that's more powerful than regular thiamine. Very, very important for the nerves and blood sugar functioning. And then rebuilding the myelin sheath around that. And that sometimes takes a while. We seem to do it at a more accelerated rate with a combination of the Rejuvenate, Restore, and the Renew, but normally it takes a while to rebuild that. And we're talking about rebuild that.
I'm going to address the question in just a minute.
Affected a lot of different things all at once. Sorry about ready to sneeze. And so you got to go to a low-carb diet. You got to drink your water. You got to avoid hydrogenated seed oils. You got to do that. That's a given. And you got to try to exercise to get the circulation going.
Exercise means a lot, guys. Just a little bit can help.
And walk back and forth in your house if you have to. But get that circulation going. Don't just sit.
Just like drinking water makes a difference, guys. So many people do not drink it. Okay, I want to address something real quick. Somebody was asking about like performance sexually. Okay, guys, build your mitochondria up. There's so many people that are lacking some in that area or can't perform the way they used to when they were younger. Well, they call our products the liquid blue pill, right? for a reason, because people were taking our products for other things and they noticed a difference in their sexual desires, right? So again, you build your mitochondria up, your body can fix itself from anything. That's what the products is doing. The products are building your mitochondria so you can perform better, whether it's sexually, whether it's physically, you know, if you're playing sports, you know, mobility issues, you name it.
Very amazing things occur in the short time that I've been using it. Can't believe it. Some of it. My feet, I've had neuropathy for, it's been years, probably 20 years, but it's gotten worse over the last couple of years. And it started where the end of my toe felt like it was not getting enough circulation, like it might be dying. Don't want to lose my toe, but
we've had several that thought that they were going to have some type of amputation, and they got on the products, guys, and didn't happen to have an amputation. And a lot of them, the doctors were amazed at their progress.
Our muscles at the end of the day.
Because our products did some things that the doctors didn't know how to do. It built the mitochondria up, and then your body fixed itself, okay?
A night after I get done driving, and then I clean 50 on Tuesdays. Well, one Tuesday I got done driving, my ankles and my feet. I thought, no, I just want to cut them off at the ankle and leave them be. I went home and put the Rejuvenate, rubbed it into my feet, and half hour, my feet, my ankles, I could hardly bend my ankles. My ankles really were in pain. It was gone.
Half hour, so 30 minutes later after using the Rejuvenate, and he probably had some Restore Oil mixed in it. He had relief, guys. Y'all heard him say he was ready to cut his feet off at first.
I haven't had feeling in my toes or the bottom of my foot for a year. My right foot, I broke my ankle, both bones right above the ankle. And that foot is the worst. It feels like it was dying inside. It was like the neuropathy was deep, and the situation was deep because it felt like a club. Well, it no longer feels like a club. It's starting to come back just real quick. I use that in my hair. I've had an issue for as long, it's been years. I can't remember. I've tried everything the dermatologist told me to do to fix my scalp situation. I put it on my scalp, and immediately
He put it on his scalp.
Resolved the issue. It didn't cure it, but it's in the process. I have no issues with my hair. Put that on.
Well, we don't cure anything, guys. What we do is we build your mitochondria up, and then your body knows how to fix itself from anything, okay?
Being very painful and sore all the time to no pain and not sore. So it's amazing stuff. I can't believe what it's doing. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
So guys, if you were referred by myself, Stephanie Alford, then this is how you can create your free customer website so you can get your products. Hello, hello, hello. You want to go to www.moremito.com/S Alford. That's MoreMito.com/SALFORD. You want to click join, referring customer, fill the information out, and hit some register, and your free customer website's up just like that. If you want me to send you that link, then you'll text link to 817-320-2571, and I will text you that link. Make it very easy for you. But if somebody else refer you, get back with the person that referred you.
Remove that underlying condition. You haven't corrected that. Now, what do we do here, MoreMito? Are we trying to diagnose, treat, or cure neuropathy? No. What we're trying to do is leverage what your body already knows how to do. It is trying to manage the information. But it's impaired because the inflammation itself has been killing off your mitochondria. The circulation has been impaired, and you can't even get as much out of your food to help reverse that, as it would be the case if you didn't have that condition. So, for our part, we're going to give you the resources to regrow that mitochondria. When it does, now your body can start fixing it.
Here's your
It
resources.
doesn't matter that 6% becomes from food.
Renew Brain and Body Bundle.
Follow our suggestions like we do on the health and wellness call and whatnot. You'll amend that diet. You'll get that exercise and so forth to help it out. You know, no one's created anything.
It's a
yet.
food,
You can't
guys,
with bad habits.
not a
You can't help
medication.
out with good ones. Okay? You put that all together, you got a pretty good solution. But the foundation of it is to bring back that mitochondria so your body can now max out its ability to do all its repair functions that can't possibly happen if it doesn't have energy to do so. Okay? Now, with that perspective, let's expand this a different way. Let's get into the medication part of it. As good as medications are for certain things,
Y'all see all those medications I used to be on?
in terms of side effects, like neuropathy. Okay? You
No
can
more.
have that. Sharon Maples can tell you about it. So she got cancer. She's being treated with
Sharon
chemo.
was one of my customers.
And she got acquainted to
And
a
she
new
rests
term,
in peace.
chemo hands and chemo feet, which is what they call as neuropathy, that condition, that treatment can cause. Sharon, could you tell me what your health concerns were before you started with our technology?
Okay, I am a cancer survivor. I am
She had breast
diagnosed
cancer.
with breast cancer. And so I started having like the after effects with chemo hands and chemo feet. That's what they call it. You know, when your hand is pain and just really, you can't hardly really use your hand because it cramps up really, really bad. And I have hot flashes that just, when I'm walking, I just burst out and it looks like someone just poured water on me. So that's what I've really been going through. And so I was going through my phone and I happened to come across Stephanie again. And I remember her having really bad migraine headaches. But she was telling me that she had started this product that stopped her migraine. And I was like, okay. And I started telling her that I had the, going on with my hands. They call it chemo hands. And I couldn't write. I couldn't, eat. I had to put the fork down or something like that. I ordered mine and I got on it. And I tell you, that has been the best thing in my life because I started putting it on my hands because my joints and stuff would ache so bad. And I noticed there was no pain. So I stayed on it for 3 weeks, and I noticed I didn't have any hot flashes. So I was like, oh, okay. So I got off of it for a week, and I started back having hot flashes.
Let me ask you this, Sharon. Were the hot flashes associated with your cancer treatment, or were they just because you're going through menopause?
Just because I was going through menopause.
Okay. So you have both situations.
Yes.
And how long ago have you gone through the cancer treatment, or are you still going through the cancer treatment?
I'm finished with the cancer treatment. My last chemo was last year in February.
So what you were experiencing with the chemo hands and chemo feet, that was a follow-on after effect.
Yes.
How long had you had those symptoms?
About a year and a half now. I've been dealing with that. I started noticing my hands would cramp up and they would, when I get ready to lift something, it would just ache so bad. So I finally got with the chemo doctor, and she said, well,
oncologist.
A lot of people get the chemo hands. And I'm like, chemo hands? I'm like, that's side effects. And I was like, oh my God.
Okay. And how long after you started using Restore Rejuvenate did you notice a difference?
I noticed a difference with my hands within a couple of days.
Okay. And in addition to the chemo hands and chemo feet, what else, if anything, did you notice besides that change?
I noticed that I was not regular, like going to the bathroom.
Okay.
And I noticed that I go easy now. Okay. And also, I noticed that I have a lot of energy that I get up and go more. So that's what I really noticed. The pain was not there.
Well, congratulations. It sounds like you found something that actually works.
Yes. Yes. Yes, I have.
All right, thank you for sharing that, Sharon.
Yeah, Sharon,
Thank
this
you.
really helped
Thank you
Sharon.
so
I was
very
glad
much.
that she gave me a call. It had been a long time
Okay,
since
so
we
as
had
it
spoken, but
pertains
guess what,
to
y'all?
your
She
health,
listened.
let me ask you
She
a question.
asked, I shared, and she listened. That's what a lot of people don't
Do you
do.
want to fix a thing, or do you want to fix everything?
Everything, yes.
Okay, so if you pass my aptitude, everything would be the right answer.
Mm-hmm.
My aptitude test.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the difference in how we try to approach this. By restoring your mitochondria first, we put your body in position to fix stuff, right?
Right.
That couldn't be fixed.
Mm-hmm.
30%, we said 6% has to do with blood sugar issues with this neuropathy. Another 30%, they call idiosyncratic. That means that it's got causes, but they can't exactly put their finger on what it is or have a specific protocol to treat it with, okay? Now, that's where your body excels. Your body doesn't have to figure out what's wrong. It knows what's wrong. It's got resources to do it. It's got systems
Your body knows.
your immune system to repair you. We just got to add back the energy to do it. And some of those
That
things
energy is the
pertain by
mitochondria. That's where the energy comes
neuropathy.
from.
And by the way, neuropathy is all those nerves outside of your brain, your spinal column, in your face, for example. In your face. A few years ago, a friend of mine came in and part of his face was drooping. He had Bell's palsy. Okay, that's what kind of neuropathy. That part of his face was paralyzed.
Did y'all know Bell's palsy was a part of neuropathy? I didn't.
Not Bell's palsy. Another one is trigeminal neuralgia. Okay? It can come and go in episodes, and it's so bad, some doctors will tell you that if you don't want to take their treatment, come back when you're about to jump off a bridge. So that's where it's going to take you. That's what Sarah Nixon got told. I'm going to talk to
Okay, so guys, while he's bringing that up, someone asked me to repeat the phone number and go slower. It's 817-320-2571. And if you'll text MM link, I will send you that link. Again, 817-320-2571.
4 years. And I was told by a specialist in Portland, Oregon, that for me to come back when I was ready to jump off the bridge. That's how bad it is, and it gets to the point where
the doctor told her to come back when you get ready to jump off a bridge. Wow.
And basically he was saying, there's no cure for this. It's just the pains are going to get worse, and then you're just not going to want to live anymore. And I was just like,
y'all listening?
Thank you, but no thank you. And I walked out.
Her doctor told her there was no cure for this. God designed your body to fix itself from anything, okay?
A year and 2 months ago, and that was the first thing. I have multiple health issues, but that was the first thing that I put it on my face. I just started the season where I usually have anywhere from 3 to 5 months of severe pain, and I put the stuff in the jar and put it on my face.
She put the Rejuvenate Gel in on her face.
And it was like immediately the pain subsided. So I kept taking that, and over the last year, I've had a couple of episodes, but they've been very short-lived. And so I believe this product has helped me so much in that one area of my life. You know, I have questions about other things, but I'll save that for another day. But I just wanted to address that this stuff does really work. You know, consistency. I put the stuff in my face 2 or 3 times a day. My face looks younger too.
You want to get the Renew Brain and Body Bundle. All 3 products are formulated to work together to give you what you need to build your mitochondria up. Not one or the other. All 3, guys.
That's wrong. And this product is amazing. It really is. I'm hoping that one day I'll have results for the other areas. But I'm not going to give up.
Yeah, you can't give up, especially when you have several things going on in your body. Remember, your body didn't get like that overnight, guys. So you got to give the product time to get in there and address everything that you got going on, right? Build that mitochondria back up.
You start with us, right? It's not what our stuff does. It's what your body does with our stuff, right? And some of you are going to go through this kind of detox experience that you heard Jay Dallas talk about earlier, because that's what your body needs to do. And your body will prioritize it how it sees fit. so often people come, I wish this is something that they hadn't even thought about, something that maybe they've given up on, right? Changes in their health. And we're happy to have them, report that. But that's how it works, okay? We're going to claim that we grow back mitochondria. We'll let God take credit for the rest.
That's right. We don't do the healing, but we teach you how to build your mitochondria up. Because when you build that mitochondria up, God has already designed your body, like my body, to fix itself, heal itself from anything, okay? So we're not in the healing business, we're in the mitochondria business.
Maybe by accident because you went to take an exam or something like that. And maybe you've known about it all along, and it's just continuing to get worse. In multiple facets and ways, it's getting worse, okay? That was the case with Gerald Barnes, all right? Gerald Barnes has had high blood pressure and high blood sugar, which has led to glaucoma, right? Killing those nerves and affecting his peripheral vision for years, okay? And yeah, he's African American, so let me talk to you. African Americans, Hispanics, and Asians have a higher incidence of glaucoma than other groups do. Okay?
Did y'all hear that?
Something about it. But you know what they all got? Mitochondria. So let's see how that worked out with Gerald. Okay, Gerald, can you tell me what has recently changed since you've been on Restore?
Well, Dan, went to my eye appointment yesterday, and I have been on the Restore for a couple of weeks now. So I went to the doctor, and it was the lowest eye pressure I've had since I was diagnosed with glaucoma. They told me that I had dry eye and gave me some drops to try to help the dry eye. But I'm going to wait to see what happens with the Restore and see how that helps too, because a lot of things have changed in my vision in just a couple of weeks. Not substantial, can't say that, but now I'm seeing faces on television, so really done a thing for me.
You hear me? He says now he's seeing faces on television. Well, that's because these products get in there and build that mitochondria up.
I was at 16, 15, 16. Yesterday I was at 7 and 9.
Wow, that's serious. That's seriously good. Okay. So,
and they said the lower the better.
Mm-hmm. What other things did you notice, Gerald, about your vision? How are you seeing now differently than you were seeing before you got on this store?
Well, I like I said, the cloudiness is still there because I have severe glaucoma, but I can see the faces of people now, and I don't have my glasses on.
So he can see the faces of people without his glasses on, guys. Is that not awesome?
Yeah.
So he's having improvement. He's building that mitochondria up.
How does it look then? Because sometimes
thanks for the stars. I greatly appreciate it.
Better than the glasses. So what happens if you put your glasses on? Do you see better or the same or not as good?
It's a little bit more cloudy when I put my glasses on.
Okay. So your eyes have improved to the point that they're actually better. You see better without your glasses than you do with them.
Y'all hearing that? He sees better without his glasses now. I experienced that.
All right.
My eyesight got better.
Have you noticed anything else, Gerald, with any other aspect of your health since you've been on the store the last few weeks?
Well, I've been in the pandemic world, and food is my enemy, but now I'm not binge eating. I got more energy.
More energy. His appetite is changing.
I'm definitely seeing change.
How old are you, Gerald?
I'm 59 years old.
59.
All right. So, how about your sleeping or any of that?
A couple of weeks ago, I couldn't get a good night's sleep, but now I'm getting a good night's sleep.
Better sleeping habits, guys.
But now I got Restore, and it really helps me out.
How are you feeling about your mental acuity, getting work done? You got to do something that's cerebral. How's that working out for you?
Oh, I'm sharper.
I hear that.
Been through a lot of stress these last 8 months with loss and things of that nature, but I'm sharper now. Business is just kicked off that just started a new business.
Brain fog is better. He's sharper.
Right, Joe. Thank you for that.
Oh, no problem.
So Gerald had a lot of progress, guys.
Gerald's 59 and going blind. Okay? Let's say it like it is.
Yeah.
He has eaten his way into a diabetic and a high blood pressure situation that's killing him, like it's killing some of the folks on the line today that I hope are listening closely. Okay. Now, that's a multi-layered problem. You heard him talk about his binge eating. Yeah, that's
I mean, if y'all binge
when
eat.
we restore your mitochondria for whatever reason, and we did not anticipate this, we just noticed it happening when people reported it. Those cravings get easier to manage. They like go away, all right? Probably got something to do with the fact that we really help out your gut bacteria. So the bad bacteria is telling your brain to go eat junk, all right? You heard him talk about getting a good night's sleep. That is when your body does its most repair, okay?
Yes,
Help it out. Don't be eating so late, because your growth hormone wants to bring out the growth hormone and start fixing you. You ate late, you're going to impair this. Got to get the blood sugar out of the bloodstream first.
Best try not to eat after 6 p.m. because your body needs those 12 hours to digest that food properly.
Anything in your body is not being damaged, if you got raging inflammation going on, of course it's going to damage everything. But you got a chance to fix everything. If we just start with regrowing that mitochondria, makes your situation, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally better as well, as you were hearing Gerald talk about. Now I got one more. Sammy Nunez. So Sammy's diabetic in a wheelchair. Not really, well, he used a walk when we first met him. And Sammy had to rock back and forth in order to stand up. Within a day or so of getting all that technology, Sammy noticed he could just stand right up. Why? Skeletal muscle take mitochondria, right? You got more strength. Your balance, all those kinds of things are affected by your mitochondria or lack thereof. Now, here's how you know.
He got on the products.
That neuropathy pain that you got, feeding the right resources are in the products. We're going to recap them for you in a minute. They'll talk to you about it in the intro. Along with regrowing that mitochondria, let your body fix yourself. We maxed that out at 3.0, restore. Sam's going to talk about that. So Sammy, what did you notice with 3.0?
What did I notice? Oh my gosh. 3.0 is dramatically improved. I took it within just minutes.
He's talking about our Restore All 3.0.
I've never seen you yawn so much. All of a sudden, my eyes popped open, and I was ready to go on a move. And I tell you, after the folks left, I had to lay down and get a good rest. I thought I had rested well during the evening, but boy, did I rest terrifically. Another thing too is the pain went away right away. A little bit of pain from neuropathy disappeared. But the best news yet that I have to share is since I've been on this new improved product, my gosh, my diabetes, my glucose has been coming under 100 every day since then. 3 times a day it's under 100. I am now completely off of all medicine to do with insulin. And I have to eat careful, and I do about 1,500 calories a day on the average, and sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. But all the glucose measurements are under 100, which is perfect. And I spoke to my doctor, he says, what are you doing? Just keep on doing it.
You hear?
And
the doctor said, whatever you're doing, keep on doing it. We hear that a lot with people.
Share that with them. But the next
so you need to get on yours.
Getting off of more medications that I think I can get by without. My blood pressure has been right on. I can't complain about it. 120 over 70 And it's, I mean, I don't care if I move around, sit down, it's always like 120 to 122, over 70 to 73. And it's, I mean, you can't get any better for anybody who's 80 years old. You just can't get any better than that for somebody who's 80 years old.
Oh, he
It's
says
an
he's
awesome
80.
product. Awesome product. It's here. That's all I have to say.
That was so awesome. Sammy.
Great testimonial.
Thank you.
That's why you need to get on the product so we can hear your great testimonial when you build your mitochondria up.
Right now I can start doing that. But I got a question for Dr. Dan. Dr. Dan, you still there?
Yes, Roger, I'm still here.
I need a short answer. How important was it that Sammy was able to get off of that extra insulin? Short answer.
Oh, well, insulin is highly inflammatory, would have given a premature heart attack, and you never know how long he was going to live, but I guarantee you it pushes you towards that. It causes inflammation in the blood vessels, contributes to neuropathy by shutting down the blood flow. So it's very important. That's why I hate it when doctors say, just take your insulin, eat whatever you want, just take it. No. You got to try to
do not listen to when doctors tell y'all that.
And use only the minimum amount of insulin you need for your situation. And eventually get off of it. And that's great that he was able to do that. It's wonderful.
All right, thank you,
Hope
Dr.
y'all were
Dan.
listening. Stop listening to those doctors
Okay,
say, oh, eat whatever you want to and take your insulin. That insulin is causing other problems. If you were listening, you heard them saying that.
Okay, every single thing that we talk about that has to do with people also pertains to pets. 75% of the homes in America have a dog or a cat, and half of them consider that pet to be a family member. We've got a great friend, a great partner out of Ireland, Mick McQuillan, that we look forward to hearing from every week.
Yes.
Mick Willis, I saw him this
Pets can have Petlife and straight Rejuvenate Gel. So your the Rejuvenate Gel needs to be not mixed with anything. It needs to be white, okay?
We were blessed that that was the case, and so are they. And you see that little logo on our bottle.
Yes, I got him right here. And I needed it.
Man, great to have you with us. Talk about our pet space, man. So good to have you on every week. Thank you.
Amazing. Why would I not be here? Listening to these calls is just incredible. I love it.
Exactly.
You know, like Roger said, you know, we are grateful. Kate and I are so grateful that we came across this company. And it's also right that we do have an amazing business. And that business is really designed to help pet owners feel better about something that makes them feel bad. And it's the reason, it's my number one reason why I love this product so much. Because it does exactly that. You know, it helped me feel better about something that I was feeling bad with my dog Coco. You know, Coco was 12 years old. You've heard it before, maybe. If you're new, you're going to hear it for the first time. She was 12 years old. She could barely get up the stairs. She's not a small dog. She was a big dog. She was a pointer, about 35 kilos. And she'd just be dragging herself up, you know, with her front legs, pulling herself up the stairs. And it was like, oh, my God, it was so hard to watch. And I wonder how she felt. And we were looking for something. And the funny thing is, you know, that I heard it earlier in the call, right? That a lady was saying, oh, I was talking to my friend, and she was telling me about this product. How lucky was that lady to have someone tell her about this product? We had to go looking. We had to go searching for something. And we were fortunate that we came across it. Yeah, we spoke to Dale, we spoke to Roger. They sent us this little care package. And listen, don't get me wrong, we were skeptical. You know, we didn't know, but we wanted to try something different. Something that wasn't farmer, veterinary. We just wanted something that was going to make a difference. And I gave it to her at 10 o'clock one Sunday morning, and at 5 o'clock that night she ran up the stairs. And I said I was skeptical. I was. I didn't believe it. They didn't believe it. We just looked at each other and kind of shrugged our shoulders and passed it off. But it just got better and better. She just kept getting better and better, you know? And I would recommend this product to anybody. So, look, if you've got pets or you know someone who has pets, and they talk about their pets, you know, like the beauty of it is, the people often love their pets more than they love other human beings. I know that doesn't sound right, but it's true. They do. You know?
Some people do.
And sometimes when things, you know, their dogs or their cats or whatever animal they've got, you know, sometimes they feel bad because their dog may be, you know, a little bit lame or suffering with something that they're just not getting the answers to. Well, why don't you try mixing this with your dog's DNA, with your cat's DNA? What does Roger say? See what happens. It's like a high-tech salad dressing, right?
Yes.
And for me, it's just incredible, Roger. You guys are amazing. You know, keep sharing those stories, everybody. Keep bringing people to these calls. And if you're here new for the first time and you're not sure what your next step is, get back to that person who invited you to this call.
Yes, get back to that person who
And that's
invited you,
what your
whether
next
it's
step is,
myself,
if
Stephanie Alford, or
Thank
somebody
you,
else.
Roger.
Get
Thank
back
you,
to
Dale.
them.
You were such a help this week.
So you can
Big
create
thank
your
you,
free
Dale.
customer website. Everybody has to be referred, and everybody has to have a free customer website. That's how you get into the system. You can go to www.moremito.com/salford. That's moremito.com/salford. Click join, click referring customer, complete the information, and hit register, and your free website is up just like that. Or you can send a text, and I can send you the link. Make it real easy for you. You can text MM link to along with your name to 817-320-2571. Again, that's 817-320-2571.
As you lose it, you don't live quite as well. And you've lost it since you were early in life, right? We want to put it back. When that happens, everything in your body can work better because it's got the energy to work better with than it didn't have before. Now, I started with Dr. Elliott, my partner, 2015, summer 2015. It took me about 2 years to figure out that nobody, including our company at the time, had the answers. That we were missing too many people, and so was everybody else. So we sit down, we do this planning session. First question comes to me as, what do you think we should focus on? I want to focus on things that are going to help people physically and emotionally. We have this long list, and I realized that I'm talking about a product that did not exist. So between 2017 and 2019, we came out of the store. We were in development, and Restore was the product of that. That's our flagship.
Let me show you what it looked like back then.
44 ingredients, 2 superfoods at its base, olive oil and black seed oil. Why are they superfoods? Because they got so many things in there that are great for your body. We had another 42 ingredients, so it's 44.
This is what it looked like back then.
Because all your different organ systems have organ-specific needs. Eyes need something, guts need another, so on, okay? Now, some of those ingredients, a subset of those, are there primarily they're regrowing mitochondria. That's the main thing we got to do. The other ingredients are doing things like regrowing all your endogenous antioxidants. That's your antioxidants your body makes, you know, so you don't have to go to the health food store and get them. Others are causing your stem cells to work better. And others are dealing with things like all that anti-aging talk you hear from the anti-aging people that want to buy your product to do one thing. We do all of those in this formulation. And as a result, we can create all these stories that you're hearing about now. But we can't just do this with water-soluble ingredients. We got to do it with water-soluble. We can't just do it with oil-soluble ingredients. We got to do it with some water-soluble also. That's a different way, a different channel, if you will, for us to take advantage of to regrow your mitochondria. That's in capsules. Those capsules are called Renew Brain and Body. And because the brain parts may have additional ingredients for your brain, the body parts, again, that different way to grow it. Then there's that topical gel or cream called Rejuvenate. Boy, is that a godsend. Because what we can do is you can take part of that Restore, a teaspoon or so, put it in that jar, Rejuvenate, shake it up, and then put it right where you got that specific need. You got that neuropathy in that foot, that head, that lack of mobility in that shoulder. And you can put it right there in a concentrated dose so it doesn't have to find its way all through your bloodstream and a little bit of it in that way. You can just put it right there. We put all that together for you in a bundle because we want you to get all of these, right? Because, again, we can't get everything we need to regrow your mitochondria in one form or one place, right? And we discounted for you. Dale brought that concept with him from Procter & Gamble, put it together in bundles, save you some money, okay? So that's what we recommend. Get that bundle, let your body do what it knows how to do, and you help it out with some good diet and exercise choices that we also promote here at MoreMito, okay?
Did you hear that? You're
All
going to get
right,
even better response when you take the Renew Brain and Body bundle along with exercising and eating healthier.
But before we do that, Dale Bonet with a commercial.
Thank you, Roger. Listen, everybody, you get these incredible products at MoreMito.com.
/S
MoreMito.com. Then a /, type in your username and hit
Alford,
enter. You're going to be at
SALFORD.
your website now. You know it's
Or
your
get
site
back with the
because
person
your
that
name
referred
is
you.
at the top of the page. So is your phone number. So is your email. That's where you send people, after you've told them what you know, what you've heard, what you've learned and experienced, you send them to your website to make their purchase. They can read more about the products, the ingredient lists. They can obviously purchase, hear from you. And that's the only place they can buy. They can't buy from the company. So they purchase from you. Go through, they can look at some testimonials, make their purchase, but you know, the most important thing on this entire page is the Join Us button. They can join you. It's free to join MoreMito. We've created a one-of-a-kind product line. There's nothing like what these products do. You know that now. It's not a question of should I use the MoreMito or should I use this other stuff. There is no other stuff. It's just us.
It's just this.
And you are now the keeper of the knowledge. Well, let's bring people into the company because we created a one-of-a-kind company to support these one-of-a-kind products. There's no fee or charge to join MoreMito. There's no monthly fees to be here. The website I just described to you is free. We don't charge you for websites. We don't force you to purchase product. You don't have to be on auto ship. Listen, we're different. We're here to make money with you, to be partners with you, not to make money off of you. So
I'm on auto ship because I choose to be.
Here to support you and your sharing of this message. And if you share the message, and listen, you're going to share it even by accident. People are going to notice changes in you, a difference in the way you walk, in the way you're handling pain or issues or any number of things. They're going to ask you what's different. When you tell them, we're going to pay you. We pay you very well here. You're going to love the way we pay because we don't pay monthly or weekly or daily. Every time somebody makes a purchase, once you're a verified member with us, you check your phone and email to make sure you're legitimate. Every time there's a purchase, your compensation is in your back office to spend. And it comes as one of two ways. If you join us as a referring customer, then you get Mito Cash, internal money. Use it to pay for your products, to pay for your shipping.
For these products. Get these products for free.
Other people. And the internal money is incredibly smart for folks outside the U.S. because they're able to buy without a conversion to their currency. There are some countries that charge a 60% surcharge on the regular purchases for the financial money conversion. That doesn't happen with Mito Cash. But you know what? You can upgrade to a paid rep. There's no charge for that either. You're probably seeing a common theme here. There's no charge to upgrade. Now you get cash. Send it to your bank, to PayPal, to Venmo, and you can do it multiple times a day. You're in charge here. We're here to support you in the way you do things. You could send $1,000 to PayPal, $1,000 to your bank account, $500 to your Venmo card, all in the same day.
It's all up to you guys.
You're in charge. We're here to simply support your sharing the message. And so let's review. One-of-a-kind product line. There's nothing like it. You're not going to bump into somebody who says, gee, I'm thinking about this other thing. There's no other thing. It's just you, and you can change
Nobody else
lives.
has an XDS technology but us, MoreMito.
Not only do we totally support you, I take you to the back office every Tuesday and Wednesday night, show you what is back there.
On a Zoom.
What power we've given you. It includes new marketing system. Send somebody a text message.
Marketing system is free too,
guys.
guys.
For themselves. Send somebody a video, powerful videos and flyers. You contact them, and guess what? You're going to know when they view it because you get a report that says they viewed it. If someone says, yeah, I listened to that testimonial, it was great, and they didn't do it, you're going to know. You're going to be able to say, look, you dirty dog, I know you didn't listen to it. Now, doggone it, it's okay to say no, but you got to know what you're saying no to. Go listen to that testimonial. You don't need to limp. There's help on the horizon. Go help yourself. And we're just giving you all the tools, and we've got a
so you're going your back office, your free back office, right?
593-3300. That number's at the bottom of your website. That's our support team standing by 6 days a week. to take your calls, answer your questions.
Yeah, that number was 509-593-3300. Again, 509-593-3300 for customer service.
You're in charge of. Tell somebody. Let them know there's an answer. Let them know there's a possibility. It's not a guarantee, but you know what? We've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. No question.
30-day money-back guarantee.
If it doesn't work, you get your money back. Done it.
It can be an empty bottle.
Let's go change some lives.
You get your money back. You used it all. You got the, you benefited and started building your mitochondria up, and they'll still give you your money back if you choose to. You know why? Because we know the product works, and we know most people are not going to want a money back guarantee because they want to keep building their mitochondria up.
Together with your DNA and see what your body comes up with. Maybe you've got a specific health concern. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just want to be the healthiest person you can possibly be. Why not? You know, try it for that reason. The other thing may be that we have this need to reach as many people as possible, and they'll like to say, well, what we can't do is reach all the people you know. So we invite you to participate with us. We created a risk-free opportunity, and we'll compensate you for that like your mama wrote the comp plan, right? So why not? And then we topped it off with an amazing marketing system. And when I talk to other company owners, they think we crazy for giving it away. And you know what?
Other companies want our marketing system.
We don't want to make money on you. We want to make
Mr.
money
Roger
with
Hill,
you.
did you hear talking? Our CEO, he designed that for us, okay?
We need this technology. You know, this is kind of the no hype zone, where we keep health on 100, hype on 0. Okay, that's us.
That's us.
If any of that resonates with you, and you maybe got a bill you want to pay, maybe you just want to pay for your product or buy more of it so you can help more of your family members or whomever else. Or maybe you got some other financial things you'd love to address. What better way than do it helping other people with this unique technology? Can't find it anywhere else. Can't get it on the internet. Can't go to Amazon and buy it. It's only available here. Okay? How cool is that? It's exclusive nonetheless. Okay? All right. So again, if it resonates with you, affiliate with us and let's see what we can do together, okay? All right, Dale, we got some hands?
Yes, we do.
Always.
A lot of hands.
All righty. Hope you can stay for it. The record will be up about 15 minutes after we get
It is
to
question and answer time, so, hopefully y'all can stay. Now you learn a lot because you hear the questions people ask, you hear the answer, you hear the testimonials.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start. We're going to prioritize the new people, older people, kind of keep your questions short if you want to help us get through them. All right? How about we go with Tanya in Georgia, Waycross, Georgia to be exact, according to Stephanie. But she can be anywhere else and it's okay with us.
That's right. As long as you have a great question. Tanya, listen, I've opened your line. Go ahead with your question.
Yes, hi everybody. I had talked with Dr. Dan earlier. I'm a complicated one. I have MS, and I deal with neuropathy.
Yeah.
Now, as far as I take the Rejuvenate with the Restore in it. Now, how many times a day do I need to
She mixes her Restore oil and her Rejuvenate.
How many times a day have you currently been using it?
Twice a day.
That's not enough.
Definitely not enough.
7 times a day is not too many.
You can never use it too much when you have things like that going on.
And that
Remember, this is a food, so you can't overdose because it's not a medication.
Like knee on the other side because of compensation, and on and on and on. I got on top of that by going 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day. And feeling around when you're massaging and you're feeling around where there's some sores, that you pay some particular attention to that. You want to do that. The other thing is, you may need to take more. How much Restore are you taking a day? Notice I did not say how many times you're taking. I want to know the total amount of Restore you're taking a day.
The Restore, I'm taking 2 milliliters 3 times a day.
Okay. Now, when you say 2 milliliters, there's a line on your dropper that says 1 ml. That's the highest line on there. Are you pulling it all the way up to there?
Yes.
So there's a line on the dropper.
You know, they're just partially filling it and they're not getting it right.
See the lines?
So you do it 6, that's a dose and a half, all right? How long have you been doing this? How long have you been on Mito?
Let's see. It needs to be to that 1 milliliter line. You do 4 of those, and that's one regular dose.
I
See?
didn't do it for a while, but now I've started back with it. So I'm on my second week now.
Okay. All right, so you just got to stay with it, possibly add more, but definitely with the Restore Rejuvenate compensation a lot more frequently. You know, if you got to go out, put it in your purse and take it with you. You know, and just be applying that literally.
Now, I keep my big jar with me, right?
And, a lot of people
but a lot of people buy the minis. This is the minis. This is a smaller Rejuvenate gel.
Okay.
And people put this in their purses. Men put in their, you know, their men purse or whatever you want to call that. You know, in their pockets, you name it.
Hugely important. Go in. This is for everybody. If you go in our your back office under Share MoreMito Info, third from the right if you're on your computer, third from the bottom if you're on your phone. Click on that. That menu opens up. The second item will say Share Audios, Videos, and Docs. Click that second item. And then you will see all the categories you want people help. And then search on the word magic. And in there, you'll get the doctor's got the recipe for the magic oatmeal and the magic hibiscus tea. This has a lot of anti-inflammatory stuff in this food.
We give you a lot of information, guys. This is why you need to be a part of our teams. Be a part of MoreMito.
About half a dozen of them that were awesome for helping people with inflammatory conditions, right? That stuff's amazing. The other thing you got to do is the common sense stuff with your diet. Don't eat a lot of carbohydrates and stuff with sugar in it from whatever source. Start your meals with proteins and vegetables first. Healthy fats also. Why? Because you want to put stuff in your bloodstream that's going to slow down that blood sugar spike. If you eat the bread first, like we used to go to Red Lobster, they bring out all those.
I used to love their biscuits, guys.
Eat those biscuits first. Instant blood sugar spike 20 minutes later.
Wow.
Okay?
I used to tear them up, guys. But as you can see, that wasn't healthy for me.
And the proteins and
or anybody.
Fats first, and limit any carbohydrates or sugars that follow that. Very important. So that's what you're going to do there. Exercise. Go ahead.
What about now exercise? See, I have with MS, I have a foot drop.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of limited as to what I can do. I'm very weak as well. I mean, I can walk still.
Let me respond. You're going to get stronger just by taking more Restore, and when you exercise at all, it's going to amplify that even more. So I don't care what the exercise is. You can be sitting in a chair, do chair.
Did I not tell y'all that? Look, I'm sitting in a chair in my desk, right, in my office. Look, is this not doing some exercise? Look, that's exercise. Hey, you can do many things just sitting in a chair, guys. Get it in. Stop using excuses. Get it in.
I'll tell you something else that'll help you a lot. Last night, when did you eat the last thing you ate?
Y'all listen to this, okay?
Last thing I ate was yesterday. I haven't even ate anything this morning.
What time was
For what time is what he's asking. For a reason.
Yesterday, did you eat the last thing you ate? Last snack, anything you put in your mouth? When was that?
Probably around 7 o'clock.
Okay. If you will move all your eating as early as you can before 6 o'clock, okay?
Okay.
And then start your eating in the morning later. Like if you're going to do some exercise in the morning, I went out, I got in an hour, right? But I didn't eat before I went out. Why did I do that? Because I wanted to extend that gap between the last meal of the previous day and the first meal of the next day. Why? It takes 12 hours to get that bloodstream blood sugar to a baseline. It takes 12 hours. So if you stop eating at 7 o'clock, it's 7 o'clock in the morning before you even get to a baseline. Okay? Your body can't repair yourself and process that stuff at the same time. So if you get up at 7 o'clock and the first thing you're doing as opposed to exercise is eating, right? Now you've turned off your mechanism to fix yourself. So you're kind of working at cross purposes. Are you following me?
I am.
Okay. So these are common sense kind of adjustments that you can make. You'll get used to it, right? Do you ever get at points during the day? Do you ever get to places where you like, I'm hungry, I gotta get something to eat? Do you ever feel that way?
Yeah. I know I have.
Okay. The reason
So
you
I'm
have
working,
that is called metabolic inflexibility, right? So we are walking around with all this fat that your body could use, but you can't access it because before you can get through processing the blood sugar you gave it the day before, you're dumping some more on it. Okay, so it never gets the ability to start using the stored fat, which will lose weight. I did 12, 15 pounds, and it makes your body able to use not just the carbohydrates but the fat. So as a result, I never had that feeling. I'm never like, I gotta eat some more, I'm so hungry, because my body can easily switch from one to the other. All those things are going to lower inflammation, make you healthier. Okay?
Okay.
Hope y'all heard all that.
Yeah,
That was some very important information.
Okay?
Okay, well, thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Tanya.
Tanya asked a great question.
With Tanya, because I know a lot of you on the line have some of the same issues, so I hope you'll bear that in mind as we go forward. Okay? All right, how about Kathy Bryson, if I'm pronouncing that right, in Wyoming?
Okay, Kathy. I have got you unmuted. Go ahead, Kathy.
Okay. First of all, thank you so much for these calls. They're the best.
Yes, they are.
You're welcome.
And one thing I like about your company, you know, when you buy any products from other companies, they take your money, they send you the product, and that's the end of that.
Not here at MoreMito or Mito.
You are different, and I appreciate you so much, so much.
Yes.
Well, first of all, I'm 87 years old, so that'll give you a picture right there. I've been blessed most of my life with really good health and a lot of energy until probably the last 2 or 3 years. I can kind of feel myself going downhill a little bit. And I've been on the product, a little over a month, and I don't feel, I'm just taking the product as instructed on the bottles. And
she's been on Mito for 1 month.
A lot of difference. So from what you're saying, I think I need to increase taking the product.
She's getting it.
Can you help me with that?
Yeah, she's getting it, guys.
Okay, confirm for me everything you're taking. Do you have a brain and body bundle where you got the Restore, Rejuvenate, and the brain and body?
This is brain and body bundle, Renew brain and body bundle.
I have the Restore, the Renew, and the Rejuvenate. I've got the 3 R's.
Yes.
Okay, those are the 3 I'm talking about. Okay, so you got all 3 of those. And tell me again how you're taking it, how much Restore are you taking a day?
Well, just the 4 mLs.
4 milliliters.
One day, Renew 2 tablets a day.
So that's 4 drops filled to the 1 milliliter line or a teaspoon.
Skin. So I'm sure I need more than that.
Yes, you do. So, you know, like, everyone's body is different. Yours has some making up to do, and with some people, your same age will come on here and they'll talk about, oh, my eyes, I'm seeing better already. You don't do all that stuff, right? But other folks, your body has to repair more stuff before you can get to the feel-good part, right?
Okay.
And then some people just need more. You've got to get past that detoxification phase and have your body start repairing enough cells, upgrade enough organ function, so now you can really start to feel it. So yeah, definitely. I mean, if you can double it, do that. Double the Restore, and the original dose, by the way, for Renew Brain and Body, we used to call it Mind and Perform. We've been 4 what you're taking right now instead of 2. And the reason it's 2 is that when we were testing it, and Bevan and I both taking Restore at the same time, Bevan said that when he took a full dose of Brain and Body on top of that, it made him feel so smart, he thought everybody else was stupid. So he cut back to 2.
Dr. Bevan is our scientist that creates our products, okay?
But, you know, I may take 8 today. I got a lot to keep
You can
up
take
with.
as many as you want, as
So
much
you
as
got
you
a lot
want.
of room there. It's not
You know,
like there's
rub
gonna
on
be a
as
problem.
much as
Like
you
you
want.
heard Nick
It's
say, I call
a
it a
food,
high-tech salad dressing and all this stuff.
so you
So
can't
lots of little
overdose.
noogies in there that our XDS technology is making helping your system take full advantage of it, right? So you can take more easily.
Yes.
But try that. I think you'll notice a difference if you double up on stuff.
Okay, the brain and body, is that the Renew? Or
Yes, Renew Brain and Body. A lot of times y'all will hear us say brain and body, but it's actually called Renew Brain and Body.
And I asked Bevan to put the word performance right below that, because it is a high-performance product.
It does say performance.
For those people who particularly need that side of the equation, so to speak, the water soluble side, okay, but in synergy with the Restore, it's awesome. But you may need to take more of it. I just take more of all of it. Okay, take more of all of it, and you know, and let your body come back.
Okay, does it, will it help me lose some weight? I need to lose weight.
Yes.
A lot of people have lost weight after getting on the product because it suppresses their appetite.
It does a great job for your gut bacteria, which is where the cravings are coming from. And but I'll offer you this though. The biggest thing you can do also about your weight loss is start paying attention, as I said to the caller before you, to when you're eating and how late you're eating. Those little things. How late last night you eat the last thing you ate? Last snack?
Oh, I usually have dinner about 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Okay, you're good. You're good. Try to get some exercise in the morning before you exercise. So
yes,
because you can't lose the fat if you're going to feed yourself before you give your body time to use the fat. Right? So that gap, and you've got a good gap. If you stop eating at 5 o'clock, at 5 o'clock in the morning, your blood sugar was at a baseline. So now your body is starting to shift. It's got to take those calories from fat. Okay? And if you extend that period in the morning, that's also called, you know, time-related eating or intermittent fasting, a bit longer, you'll be able to lose like some free fat, literally, right? Because you're going to cut that off as soon as you eat. So by getting that exercise in beforehand, you're forcing your body to take from that fat and get better at it. There's things your body will produce that will make fat burning more efficient, and so you do that also.
So guys, I'm putting it in this area because somebody on our Zooms made the comment, oh, do you have that 11? You can get rid of that 11. I'm like, what's an 11? Most people have 2 wrinkles right here. I don't want an 11.
Before it gets real hot, and then I come in and have breakfast. I usually have breakfast about 10, and a lot of times I skip lunch. I usually only eat 2 meals a day. Is that good? Or
okay, so it's the first bite that I'm talking about. Make sure that first thing you put in your mouth is not a carbohydrate in the morning, okay? You got to go with protein. So you come in, if a person were to come in and take that toast and slap some jelly on it, that's the worst thing.
That's a bad thing, yeah.
Okay? The better thing to do is, like, let's say, take the eggs, take your little salad, maybe some avocado, healthy fat kind of thing, eat that first. That's going to slow down those carbs that come behind it. You see? And then what you're doing already, which I applaud, is shorten the distance between your beginning of your first meal and the end of the last one, right? So you're giving your body that much more time to get to where it's baseline your sugar in the morning, and then now you're starting to use up that fat. So that's going to help you. And as you take more, you're going to feel more like exercising. That's going to come. I think maybe you turn it up and give it a bit more time. You're going to have a much better result. Okay?
So should I eat first or should I exercise first?
No. You got to eat. You got to exercise first.
That's what I thought.
Just like you did. You're doing that right. You know,
I got it.
Delay that first meal as long as you reasonably can to give your body time to burn more fat. It's going to come from the fat. Because let's say if you were to eat something before you went out to exercise, that exercise isn't burning the fat. It's using up what you just gave it.
Did y'all know that?
Okay. So so in the morning, if you go to exercise in the morning, exercise first, eat when you come back.
That's exactly what I'm doing. And I usually eat like a hard-boiled egg and avocado, maybe a banana, and then, what was I going to say? I have brain fog. That's a big one with me.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Come back next week. Spend this week doing those suggestions. Let me know how you're doing, okay?
Yeah. How about almond butter on toast?
Processed oils and stuff in the almond butter, okay? I mean, processed foods is a problem in general. You can make your own. Okay, almond butter, and not make sure you don't have those processed oils and stuff in it, but just do the regular common sense stuff, okay? I'm going to let you go right now because we got a lot of stuff.
So did y'all know that if you're going to exercise in the morning, exercise first before you eat your first meal? For years, I would get up and I would do 5 miles in the morning, guys. And I did it before I would eat because that was me. I would go take my daughter to school, then I would come and I would do that. I've got to get back to doing that. But it's good to know the information. So I know now, make sure when I'm going to exercise, do it before I eat for better results.
Come back. Jeannie Clark.
There, welcome back.
California.
Jeannie. I've got you, Jeannie. I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Good afternoon. Thank you for taking my call. I want to say this first. I appreciate this call so much. Every time I listen to this call, I learn something new.
Me too. That's why I get on them on a regular.
So you guys are definitely lifting the fog of ignorance here.
Yes.
But I wanted to say,
she said a mouthful.
On the caller that said chemo hands and chemo feet.
That was my customer Sharon.
To add to that, my aunt who had chemo, she suffered with chemo brain. Chemo brain is really big. All the major Johns Hopkins, all of them have a lot of information on the chemo brain. So I never heard about chemo hands, which now I know she had chemo hands because the inside of her hands were darker than her skin, and she was sort of like a medium brown skin person, you know. So now I know that she had chemo hands as well as chemo brain. And the other thing I want to add is that if we could know about foods that will help neuropathy.
Okay.
So
let me respond to that. Go in your back office and search on the word magic. You'll find that magic hibiscus tea, but also I put the articles in there from the doctors that are promoting this. They researched by 80-something foods and spices and stuff, right? And those are amazing. So check that out. You'll get some really good information, and not just the recipe.
Another thing you get when you get your free customer website, you get that back office that has all this healthy information about the healthy foods as well.
The 2-foot rule, putting the cream under the bottom of your feet.
Yes.
Present.
Yes, it's important to put the Rejuvenate Gel under the bottom of your feet.
This reflexology chart. I think this one is really nice. And if you want me to send it to you, perhaps you can put it in the back office.
Yeah, sure. Send me a good one throw up back there. I do that every day.
Guys, it's very important to put the Rejuvenate Gel under the bottom of your feet because do you know there are pressure points and different things in your feet, and it runs through all the different parts of your body, guys. So that's one of the things that you really need to do is put this on the bottom of your feet. You will notice a difference. Try it and let me know your response.
Just a second. I got you, Doris. I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question. Doris, 0473.
Doris is not listening.
Yeah, Doris, you're trying.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. First of all, I already started taking it. My sister bought it for me. I tried to get on the call last time. And I had a CIA back in February of last year. Yeah.
Can you speak up a little bit louder?
Yeah, she's low.
And so I had a CIA about a year and 3 months ago.
Okay.
And I started in therapy. And I went to therapy, and the therapy was going well. But then when I went back, like 2 weeks ago, everything just seemed like it just went totally backwards. And so my sister had got me an order of the MoreMito, and I've been
sister ordered her a bundle.
So I feel more energetic.
More energy?
And I can walk a little bit better.
She can walk better, so she's her mobility is improving.
When I got sick, I occurred the shingles.
Mm-hmm.
It's the painfulest thing in the world, and I think nobody only ever experienced it. But the shingles are gone, and I have this burning, itchy, pain feeling all over my back. So I've been rubbing that cream on it.
She's been rubbing the Rejuvenate Gel, guys.
It used to be all day. I'm like, oh, especially when it get hot. But now, it's not as much. But I'm still using the cream, and I heard when you said up the doses. So I have my dose, everything on there. Okay, he was screaming with the hiccup. I mean, totally all the time. Looking up. Will not, we just been to probably 3, 4, 5 different doctors. They are all the same thing for him. So I'm just wondering what it work on.
Yeah, get them on MoreMito, because I've had that before, and it was helpful.
Somebody that's constantly having hiccups, get them on MoreMito, right? Get them on MoreMito. It's building their mitochondria up. And remember, when you build your mitochondria up, your body can fix itself from anything.
Right? And so, of course, your brain's not going to perform as well as being oxygen starved. So you need 2 things out of the mitochondrial approach. The first thing, obviously, the ability to normalize any inflammation that was there, and to help repair that and bring that blood flow back, and also help your body dispose of the toxins that end up causing you to have that brain fog in the morning behind that. Okay? So your body is just so amazing when it comes to doing it. We just got to get the bundle, take it, let it, give it the energy it needs to do it. Okay?
Get the bundle and take it, guys. Renew Brain and Body Bundle.
On my brain that could be causing me not to have that ability to walk like I used to.
Okay, so how long have you been on MoreMito?
I've just been on it now for about a week.
Oh.
Now let me know how you're doing, because you just need to give more time, right? And are you sleeping any better?
Yes. I'm actually sleeping so good that I'm dreaming. I haven't dreamed in so long.
Now let me decode that for everybody else. The repair primarily takes place when you go to sleep, okay? And part of what our formulation is doing is helping your body do that better. So give it more time. You're going to sleep better. So your brain has to dispose of toxins while you sleep. It can only do that in deep sleep. But if a person doesn't get much sleep, or the sleep isn't high quality, meaning shallow, not deep, then you got a problem. You're sleeping deeper now. So let your body, it's doing better, but give it more time, take more of our stuff if you want even better, right? So you get that result you want. Okay?
This is why we say some people want to get on it in a few days and say, oh, it's not working. It's not that it's not working. You just hadn't noticed the changes. And sometimes it takes a while for you to notice the changes, guys. So, you do yourself justice. If, you get on it, stay on it for a year and see what all you notice, all right? Don't just assume that your body is going to show you something different, the same day.
Good morning,
your body
sir.
didn't change in a day.
I need your help really bad. My neuropathy.
Oh,
I had one doctor. He told me if I didn't want to take gabapentin, he couldn't do nothing for me. So I quit him.
Well, that's a good reason to come over here.
Right.
Yes, so I really need help. I don't sleep at nights. My legs are... I do exercise. I have a walking twice a week outside, and I exercise inside. But I had my neuropathy 30 years ago. It went away, and it came back.
Wow.
Do you have any idea what I did to bring it back?
Yeah, you need to eat better. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
You're eating an inflammatory diet. Let's get to that, okay? It's got too much carbohydrates and sugar in it, because I heard you talk about an injury, okay, per se. You ate your way into this. So don't expect to get out of it real fast without you changing that diet, okay? Let's get real with it.
That's not the help, yes, sir. Okay.
Okay, now you heard what I said to the old people about this, how you need to structure your food, okay? You're going to eat protein, healthy fats, and salads first. You're going to minimize the carbohydrates and sugar, period, okay? We had all that fun we can afford to have with that already. Now you got to get real. The other piece about is your exercise. I hear you say you exercise a couple times a week. What about the rest of the day? What about the rest of the day? You need to get out and walk, even 20 minutes, okay? Even standing up from time to time, walking around the room. You got to get it moving.
Y'all listening to this?
You got to get it moving.
Yeah, you got to get it moving.
All those things are going to promote circulation, going to make everything else work better. But by all means, are you already using Mito, or are you thinking about it?
Yeah, I need help. I need help.
Okay, so you haven't got on it yet, okay?
No, sir.
Okay, go get a bundle. This stuff we got in here is going to regrow your mitochondria, help your body normalize it. I would not be surprised if you turned out to be like the gentleman the first time we put it out. He's got his foot up over the table. We had a dinner, a lunch rather, bunch of people there. He got his foot up over the table, wiggling his toes, and get me to come down here and talk to him. He said, I'm scientific. While y'all talking, I just put this stuff on my foot and rub it all around. Now I can wiggle my toes. You can wiggle. What's the big deal about that? He said, I haven't been able to wiggle my toes in 4 years.
4 years, guys. Because of neuropathy.
So it may be, I mean, obviously not everybody's going to respond that quickly, but find out how quickly you're going to respond.
Yeah, because everybody's body is different, guys.
Dale, are they taking orders today?
Yes, they are. It's Saturday.
Right,
6 days a week.
Person, leave a message. You're going to get a call back. We're taking orders, and we're shipping out. Normally, we don't ship on Saturdays, Roger. We're shipping out today for the next 3 hours.
Awesome.
All right. There you go.
So, first, you need to go create your free customer website. How can you do that? If somebody else referred you, of course, get back with the person that referred you. But if Stephanie Alford is personally inviting you to go to www.moremito.com/S-Alford, moremito.com/SALFORD. Then click join. If you're on a computer, it's in the top right hand. If you're on your phone, click menu, then join. Then click referring customer. Then complete the information. It's real simple. It asks for you to choose a username. Your username is going to be part of your website. My username is S. Alford. So your website is going to be moremito.com/your username. It's going to ask you to put in your email address. It'll ask you to pick a password. Then put in what country you're in, your name, address, and phone number. Choose that you're not a robot and click register, guys. Simple as that. And your free customer website is up. How do you order? There's also videos on the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie. Go on a playlist, go to train it. There's videos there showing you how to create your website. Also how to order. How do you order? Now you got your website. Then you go to your website. Then you will click log in. After you click login, it's going to ask you for that username and that password. When you put that username and password, you are now in your back office. Now, if there's a green button that you'll see that says order, you can click that and order, and you can scroll down and order what you need. What do we suggest? The Renew Brain and Body Bundle, which is the first bundle that you scroll down to. You get the Renew Brain and Body capsules, the Restore Oil, and the Rejuvenate Gel. It's as simple as that, and it's real easy on the process of ordering. If you need assistance, again, get back with the person that referred you, right? But there are videos showing you how to do it as well. But I just explained how to do it.
Stacey, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Yes, I have some friends that are using the product, or were starting to use the product, and the wife got concerned because the husband was diagnosed with some kind of heart issue. She was concerned
more
that
reason
one
he
of
should have
the
been on it.
ingredients would lead to some caffeine reaction and cause his heart to have something go wrong. I don't know what it was, but I did send her to the back office to look at the other testimonies,
and listen to the other audios.
Mm-hmm.
But she is concerned. Have you guys had any issues with any of the natural ingredients that may have caffeine in it to stimulate the heart in a negative way?
It helped me. I had heart issues, guys. It helped me to not have to go to my cardiologist anymore because my health got better.
Stuff with a lot of caffeine in it. I have no problem with our product. But there are people who are either allergic to caffeine or hypersensitive, one or the other. And in Renew Brain and Body, there's a tiny amount, a fraction of what you get out of a cup of coffee that's in there, not as a driver of energy or anything like that. We do that by regrowing mitochondria. It's there because other ingredients, it makes them work better. It's part of the synergy, okay? Mm-hmm. So she can get it and try it. And most people don't. Most people, even people who are sensitive to caffeine, do not have an issue with it. But if it is, just don't take that one, okay? Just don't take that one. You got to go rejuvenate. You got to go with the restore, okay? But try it. Now let me say something else.
Okay.
There are people, as a function of their detox process, that might have a short period or every now and then have some irregular heartbeats. And that's normal. That's normal, your body making the adjustment that it has to make. Okay? But
I used to have an irregular heartbeat.
Detox type things happen, all you have to do is reduce the amount you're taking, give your body time to adjust, and then you can turn it back up. So you have that range of things. You know, if you're hyper-concerned, there you go. You got it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Stacy.
Alvin, Youngstown, Ohio.
Alvin, we're ready for your question. Go ahead.
Yes. My nephew has cancer. He was on chemo, 3 different types, and none of those are working. So he has to take nuclear medicine, which doesn't happen to everyone, but it can affect his bone marrow and cause him to have dry eyes and very possibly dry mouth. What can he do to strengthen himself along with MoreMito to minimize the damage that could affect him? It may not, but it could affect him.
So let me ask you a question, Alvin. Is he currently on Mito or not yet on Mito?
Sounds like not.
Yes, he is. He's on the Mito. He takes about 6 a day. He takes the Mito, the liquid. He's not taking that, but I'm going to make him take it. He's taking the capsules.
The Renew Brain and Body capsule. He's taking 6 a day.
Well, I'm not ready to talk about anything else until he starts taking that liquid.
That's right.
Oh,
the Restore All.
Yeah,
the Restore All.
Absolutely, because okay, I want everybody to hear this clearly, okay? We don't have 3 products, but we're trying to do 3 different things.
No.
We have 3 products, and we need to do one thing. What's that one thing?
Build that
mitochondria.
mitochondria.
We can't do it. If we could do it in one pill or one, we do it that way. You
can't do it with just this.
The stuff you need is scattered out.
You can't rebuild that mitochondria with just this. Can't rebuild that mitochondria with just this. You need all 3.
Important what it's doing.
All 3. Restore All, Renew Brain and Body, and Rejuvenate Gel.
44 ingredients,
okay?
Twice as many as you got in Brain and Body. Okay, just on that basis alone. Okay, so Brain and Body is a great part. It's going to help, right? But we had to create Restore in order to get the results that you're hearing people talk about. You had to. It fills the gaps. Right? You want to do that. Okay. So do that. Cancer is a special topic for me. Several family members who lost 5. Cancer was really
I lost my mom and dad to cancer, but I didn't know about Mito. I wish I had known about Mito. Chances are,
asked me to call you back.
well, I said my mom and dad, my mom and my uncle, back to back. to cancer.
Lose him.
My dad actually
Okay,
passed
now-
from
now,
heart issues.
We can get him together in a week or so, get him stronger and get that body so he can, you know, wipe out this thing altogether. So it won't take very long. That's what you're saying, correct?
I'm not
You can't say
saying
that
anything
because
about how long
everybody's
it's gonna
body.
I observe, right, that it has not taken longer than some people, but I have no way of knowing, because that would put me in the diagnosing business, and I'm not. You know, you know what I'm saying? We have had people reverse it in 3 weeks. But we've also had people take months and months, right? So I'm not making any promises or claims here. I'm just telling you how it works. Okay? And if I was going to do, and see, consider all the things that are outside of my control. You know, I got to have a little bit of sense. Some people think I got a lot. I have no way of knowing how he's eating. I have no way of knowing how he may or may not be exercising. I have no way of knowing whatever lifestyle habits he may have that I have know anything about that are big factors here. Okay? We're talking about the food, and we're making the food, our stuff is food, and the diet and the exercise. That's it. I don't know what else is happening. But if you want to have a more complete conversation with me, that's why I'm saying get back in touch with me so we can have a longer, more detailed conversation that we can get up into. Okay? But, you know, you've got to be real here, okay?
Oh, okay. And thank you very much.
All righty. All righty. Duwad, D-U-D-D-A-U-W-D in Texas.
All right. D-A-U-W-D, a web caller, I've unmuted you in San Antonio. Go ahead with your question and give us your name again. D-A-U-W-D is how it's typed in. Could have been typed in wrong. And we don't hear anything.
Okay. So let's go down and talk to Tashira Green, Atlanta.
Tashira, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
All right. First of all, guys, thank you for always your calls and faithfulness and knowledge that you have for the people that is here. I personally do not have a question. I have someone that is on that I spoke with last night, and his name is Mr. Fullen. As a matter of fact, he was supposed to call, I believe, his nephew, and he ended up calling me, coincidentally, and we started talking about MoreMito. So I have him on the call. He is, I believe, in the hospital right now, but he has a question. Mr. Fullen, are you there? You can please ask the question. Go ahead, my dear.
Yes, I would like to know when you had I had back surgery, and to me it didn't go well and stuff. It's left my legs and stuff aching and stuff like that. And I was wondering, that the product that y'all have, will it solve all that right there?
It's going to solve your mitochondria problem. It's going to regrow that. It's going to also provide your body with useful resources that it will be able to make better use of, given that we're restoring your body, restoring your mitochondria, and letting your cells work better. And we've got lots of instances where people with your same concerns did that, and their bodies were able to make them much healthier. So tell me more about the condition, though. What is this affecting your legs again? Say that again.
See, my legs, they were swelling and stuff like that. It was so big, and the blister came on my leg, and the blister busted made sores on.
What caused that, though? What was it coming from?
I don't know. That's what I wanted to know. I don't know what causes it.
Okay. I would get UltraMito. I would plan on using the Restore Rejuvenate mixture you've heard me talk about during the course of this call. I would use it frequently and vigorously. Okay? 4, 5, 6 times a day, put it right on there, because they classify, if it breaks your skin, it classifies a wound. And we're seeing amazing wound healing results reported, not by our stuff, right? But this process of restoring your body mitochondria so they can fix it. It does a really good job. But you got to give it a chance by restoring that mitochondria, okay?
Okay. Quick question I have. What would you recommend would you recommend, I heard you said 5-6 times, how many pills, and the restore, how many times I can have this information ready for him?
Okay, so the restore is 4 milliliters a day. That's the starting dose, 4 milliliters a day. You should split it up too early, too late. Or half a teaspoon there, half a teaspoon later, okay? And then the brain and body is 2 capsules, one early, one later. And you can double all of them and you know, not be close to what I take probably. And nothing wrong with me of that note. But the other piece is the frequency of the Rejuvenate Restore mixture. That is very important because you have skin issues and whatnot, right? So you want to put that nourishment right on those cells. And you want to do that several times a day, like every time you think about it, times a day.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Jelly Bean Cheney. New York.
Jelly Bean, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Are you calling me Cheney from New York? Jelly Bean?
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is a pleasure. I'd like to thank you guys for all you've done for me because you're allowing me to live again. I've been around with the crew since last year. This is my second year with them. And I'd like to compliment and thank Brother Isaac for introducing this here product to me. He came and brought it to me. Somebody else introduced it to me, Devlin. But Isaac came to my house and helped me out. He gave it to me, and I had neuropathy. Yes, I did. I had it in my feet because I'm a 26-year survivor of HIV, and I'm not ashamed of it. I do prevention. This product has helped me tremendously. It has made me, it made me live again. The customer service has helped me out tremendously. I don't know any company that does what these people do. You all are a gift from God. Hallelujah. I must confess this into you all. I'm walking. I have an ulcer on my leg, and I fight with the doctors at NYU to put the Rejuvenate and the Restore, which I mix up on my leg. My leg was totally black. Black. I'm a dark and beautiful brother, but I'm shaded in colors. Brother Rogers, I appreciate you more than you will ever know. And I'm the type of brother, I don't like nobody giving me something and I can't give them something back. You have helped me to live again. And I let you all know that's on this line. Don't be ashamed if family and friends don't help you. Because I have family and friends that need this here. I just lost a grandson, Easter Sunday Eve, a massive heart attack, playing basketball. I believe he's 19 years old, up in Albany. This is nothing like it. Like they say, there's not the other thing you can use that. It works too good for me because when the doctor tells you have to lay out for 12 hours a day and you're used to running, I thank you all. Roger, Dale, the whole customer service staff. Wait until I see you. The best is yet to come. And thank you for opening up and letting me sit at your table. Hallelujah. Thank you, sir.
Hallelujah.
Thank you, John.
A gift from God.
Okay.
All right.
Jelly Bean Cheney. Okay. So, Mildred Hedrington, somewhere in the U.S.
Mildred, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Yes, okay. I have two questions, two conditions that I have. I don't know if it is related to my mitochondria or not. But anyway, one of them is in my feet, my toenails are growing out like claws. They look like long claws on my toes. And I'm just a new user, so I started since July 1st. I got my first order in. And I'm starting to use the Restore and Rejuvenate together on my toenails. I don't even know if it's going to help or anything with that issue. I also have, yes.
So, okay, so help me understand. Why is this any more complicated than you just clipping your toenails?
Oh, I need a special surgeon to do my toenails. It has to do special type of scissors because the normal clippers will not cut through the claw.
Okay, but
So
are they like, it's like you got toenail fungus?
I know on some of my toes, yes. But the ones with claws do not look like the same fungus there. Because it's on all.
So these won't just cut her toenails because she said they're like claws. She has to have something special.
Really wide. Because the normal like nail clippers won't open wide enough to get big toenails in there. Okay?
Yeah.
But they make some that will. It just got wider opening and stuff like that. Okay?
I have about 2 or 3 pairs from Temu and other places.
Yeah. Big wide clippers. Now that's the first thing I want to get out of the way. Here's the rest of it. Take that Rejuvenate Restore Ministry, in addition to taking Restore like it's supposed to internally, bring your body internally like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
And start rejuvenating those toes and nails. Start rejuvenating that. And we have had people with toenail fungus that just took Restore and toenail fungus went away. But if you'll put it right there, because I used to have it, but it just went away over time. One day you look up and know, oh, it's gone. What happened? Oh, I'm taking that Mito. There you go.
Okay. So I put the Restore and the Rejuvenate on my toenails 3 times a day. I just make sure that it's there, and I do.
No, okay, so you haven't broken a limit yet, okay? You can do it twice that many times if you need to. It's like
okay.
She's not using it enough.
Fed frequently, and you're talking about doing it thoroughly because it needs to penetrate. So you put it on. I put it on one foot, go to the other foot, come back to the other foot. I'm very lavish with it.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So lavish yourself with Restore, Rejuvenate. Okay.
Right. And the other thing is, I'm 84 years old. I'm only 5'4" and shrinking, and my weight, I only weigh 92 pounds. And I need to gain some more weight. Once my mitochondria gets back, will I be able to gain weight?
Okay, so let's talk about healthy weight gain, okay?
Yes.
Okay, are you doing any resistance exercises? Are you doing any physical therapy? Are you doing anything that would strengthen your skeletal muscles?
No. I was, but they stopped it because it wasn't effective. So they took me off.
Go back to it. Because on our stuff, we growing our UltraMito technology, you're going to get a better response from growing your muscles. Okay? That's going to help. Because when we get older, we're shrinking two major reasons. First of all, you're losing mitochondria. And in some of your organs, like your heart, they can be 40% of the volume of the heart. So if you lost a bunch of mitochondria, you're going to shrink that way. And then the other piece is as you get older, you don't use your muscles as much, and your body real things you don't use. So you start losing that muscle mass. So even women, hear me carefully, ladies, you need to get some resistance exercises going on. The older you get the exercise bands, you can get these little hand weights and stuff. So you need to get the big muscles going. I'm seeing these exercises lately on YouTube. There's little things like take your hands and squat and touch your knees, your elbows, and stand back up and swing your arms backwards. Get those big muscles going. You need something, if you got something you can pull down on, do those half push-ups. Yeah, do those half push-ups. And then this rocking motion you got where you're like in a push-up position, but you rock back and you come back on your hand, get with that exercise program, and you'll see these things coming. Don't click away from it. Look at it. These are all muscled up people doing it, but it will work for you too.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I like to do a lot of walking. I do walk every day.
Walking is great. Walking is great, but it's not doing anything for your shoulders,
No
your back,
resistance. Right.
and yeah, no resistance, right? Walking is designed to be efficient.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? We're made like that. But you got to challenge those big muscle groups in order to stimulate the growth that's going to bring those muscles back. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I also have osteoarthritis and osteoporosis also.
Okay.
So I'm trying to build back the bone structure in it. It's stable now, but...
Okay, everything I told you, everything we talked about up to the call right now is helping you with all of that. Okay? It's still the process of regrowing the mitochondria, increase your activity and your mobility in your joints by doing these different exercises, because you know how it is. The older you get, the less you tend to exercise.
Yes,
okay?
yes.
And now we're old enough, let's be wise enough to understand it will catch up with us.
Yes, yes. Okay, thank you so very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you for letting me be so honest.
Thank you, Moses.
All right. Edward, man, I need a short comment because I got to go.
How you doing, you guys? I am so proud to be working with such amazing technology, and you guys are bringing it more and more. We're uncovering. Being part of this, I've never been part of a research project like this. It's so amazing, and it's getting bigger and bigger because when people hear genuine gratitude for what we're experiencing and what we're sharing, it's just overwhelming. But in regard to the banana, after the eggs and avocado from the young lady that said, bananas are separate. You should never even eat anything with them, pretty much, if we look it up. And that's a carbohydrate. He didn't mean bananas. Now, there was a couple other points that I needed to make regarding. Okay, I'll just tell everybody that these. Oh, here's the other point. On the 14th month, two of my best friends, my father and James Clark, who you have as testimonies, reported to me two separate things. One, my father reported to me it must have grown back my knees, but he was diligent. He doesn't eat wrong like everybody else. And he's in his 97th year. But in his 93rd year, he said it must have grown back the cartilage by the 14th month. And he didn't need the cane.
You can't grow back cartilage by building your mitochondria up. So,
15 years prior,
have cartilage issues, bone on bone, get on the products. Build that mitochondria up so your body can fix that.
And make his bones denser to let him go to 118, which he pictured. And James Clark, another friend of mine, he's like a brother of another month for 14 years. When he said, "Shut up, Edward," on the 14th month, this was just backing up. He says, "Shut up, Edward, I got something to tell you." "What's up, James?" He says, "See, the signer just gave me a new lease on life." I said, "What?" He says to me, "You know those calls made me get on?" Hell yeah. I needed him on.
That's why you need to be on these calls and on the Zooms.
In the hospital 2.5 months later, he couldn't speak right. He couldn't see. He couldn't see right. He had no balance. He couldn't drive his car. And after the 14th month, he said, "Edward, guess what I'm doing?" Oh, he said, "That lady on the call, I heard her. It went from under 20 to over 30, then 35. He said, and another call, it went from up to 60, then 65, right?" And he said, "That's when I got serious. Get on these calls and get serious about what's going on with this. This is an amazing."
Yes, you want to join us each Saturday, 10:55 a.m. Central Standard Time. Each Monday, 7:55 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you need reminders, you can send a text to Stephanie Alford, and we'll make sure you get reminders. But the company sends out information. Once you create your free customer website, the company will send you information about the calls along with the topic of the calls week, okay? So again, Mondays at 7:55 p.m. Central Standard Time, adjusted to your time zone. Saturday at 10:55 a.m. Central Standard Time, adjusted to your calls. If you want to go back and listen to some of our previous conference calls, you can just go on over to the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, but go to our playlist for conference calls, and you can find them right there.
If you call customer service, I'll call you back, okay? But we're at the end of the call time right now.
Yeah, in
But
Cambridge.
anyway,
Absolutely.
yep, the amazing Dale Bonet gets the last word.
Well, listen, everybody, we are on an amazing adventure together. We are having the most incredible July I can imagine. Everything is happening fast and furious because of you, because you're using the new marketing app. You're able to get things, ideas, knowledge into people's brain like never before, and they're making some great decisions. Anything we can do to help you, you let us know. Things are on fire, and it's all because of you. So thank you for letting me know you and for you being part of this company. Roger, I'll turn it back to you.
All right. Thank all of you for being a part of it to the end. Hundreds of you, okay? You're the very best part of MoreMito. We're going to do everything we can to make Monday's call even better than this one, if you can imagine it. We'll see you then.
Remember, Monday at 7:55 p.m. Central Standard Time, adjusted to your time zone. So, guys, I hope that y'all enjoyed everything. I want to, just kind of elaborate on a couple of things. He mentioned that Bell's palsy is a form of neuropathy. I did not know that. This is why I get on the calls, y'all. This is why I get on Zoom. This is why I listen. This is why I talk to people. I learn what they have, and then I listen to their results once they get on the products, once they get on Mito and start building their mitochondria. That is how I learn a lot, right? So again, Bell's palsy is a form of neuropathy. I didn't know that. I know I had a classmate that had it a couple of years ago, or a few years ago, and so now each time I hear it, I'm picking up more and more, right? And yes, I did send the information over to her. When I heard of that, she didn't listen. So I understand that she's doing better, but she still needs to build her mitochondria up, guys. But then something else that stood out. You want to make sure that you don't eat too late, right? So try not to eat after 6 p.m. because you want to make sure you give your body time to digest what you've eaten, right? And it normally takes 12 hours to digest it, right? So if you're eating real late, so say for instance you're eating 11 o'clock at night, and then you turn around and 6 in the morning you're eating, and guess what? You haven't allowed your body 12 hours to properly digest that food before you're adding something else on. And if you keep doing that and continue adding things on, right, from food, then your body is never properly digesting your food, right, which can cause issues. So, if you're going to eat early in the morning, okay, try to eat where it's been 12 hours since you last ate, right? And try not to eat after 6 p.m. for best results, right? So just food for thought, right? And if you're going to exercise, okay, you want to exercise before you eat your first meal if you're going to do it in the morning, guys. I used to exercise bright and early in the morning, take my daughter to school, and then I would go do 5 miles, right? And I did eat afterwards because, I wanted to go on and get that out the way and then pretty much start my day after that. But for best results, if you're going to exercise in the morning, you want to exercise before you eat. Okay? So just a little food for thought, just a couple of notes that I took. I took several notes. So anyway, we hope that you got a lot of information out of this. We hope that you go and build your mitochondria up. Remember, mitochondria is the powerhouse of your cells. Everything in your body takes energy. Where does that energy come from? It comes from your mitochondria, right? So you need to build your mitochondria up. And remember, listening to people saying there's no cure for this and there's no cure for that. Guys, God designed my body and your body to fix itself from anything. So anything means anything, right? Any and everything. But you need to build your mitochondria up. So how do you build your mitochondria up? You want to get your products. You want to get your Mito, right? We suggest the Renew Brain and Body Bundle, which has the Renew Brain and Body capsules, is 2 a day. You can take more. Restore Oil, 4 milliliters a day, or 1 teaspoon. Then a Rejuvenate Gel. Renew body, Brain and Body and Restore Oil works from the outside in. Rejuvenate Gel works from the inside out. Now, what do we suggest? We're now suggesting that you put some of the Restore Oil, at least a minimum of 1 dose, right? You can put more if you choose to. 1 dose, which is 4 milliliters, or 1 teaspoon. And mix it into your Rejuvenate Gel. You just take your top off, put it in there, put the top back on there, and shake it up, okay? You just shake it up until you mix it real good. It's going to turn kind of an orangish color because Restore Oil is kind of an orangish color, right? It's going to look like this before you mix it. It's all white, okay? So if you're giving it to your pets or using it on your pets, this is what you're going to use it straight like this, right? So once you mix it, shake it up, then, you know, you can use this from the outside in. So you have your 44 ingredients from the Restore Oil now mixed into all the ingredients that's already in the Rejuvenate Gel, which makes it perform even better, guys. It works great without it. This is what I was just using, straight Rejuvenate Gel years ago when I started rubbing on my eyes. I would rub it around my eyes. You saw me earlier when I took some of the Restore Oil and just rubbed it around my eyes. You know, this can get in your brain and everything from there, right? But my eyesight got better. I used to have a restriction on my driver's license saying that when I drive, guys, I had to wear my glasses, right? I had to wear glasses. I no longer have restriction on my driver's license that saying that I have to wear glasses, okay? How did that happen? Because I use the products, right? Because I use Mito and I built my mitochondria up. And one of the things I did was I constantly took the Rejuvenate Gel and I was rubbing it around my eyes multiple times a day. You can never do it too many times. And I built my mitochondria up, which in return, my eyesight got better, guys. So anyway, if somebody else referred you, always get back with the person that referred you. If you referred by myself, Stephanie Alford, or from seeing it on, some of my social media sites, my shows, the Health and World Show Stephanie, Success on Stephanie, you name it, then you want to go to www.moremito.com/S Alford. That's www.moremito.com/SALFORD. Now, S Alford is my username. Now, when you get ready to go and create your free customer website, it's going to ask you, once you go to that website or whoever's website you're going to, then you're going to, if you're on a computer, you're going to click join. It's in the top right hand corner. If you're on a phone, you're going to click menu, then join, then referring customer, because you want to get the discounts, right? You get that as a referring customer. Now, you can be a regular customer, and so if you choose customer, just know you're going to pay full price. But with being a referring customer, you're going to get discounts, and you can also get the MoreMito cash anytime you share it with other people, because you're going to share it with other people. See, I didn't plan on sharing it. I was taking it for myself, right? But then people started asking me, well, Stephanie, what are you doing different? You're starting to smile more, okay? Or you don't look like you're in as much pain. Because, see, doctors had told me I would spend the rest of my life in pain, right? That's the way I was going to live the rest of my life. They told me I couldn't have any more kids. Well, guess what? I have a daughter that's in her 20s that came after the doctors told me that. They told me several different things, right? But guess what? God has the last say so, because I prayed and I asked God to please send me something where I don't have to take all these pills. You see all these medications up here? I was on that, okay? I was on 18 to 20 different medications. I'm not on any of that, okay? But so I prayed and I asked God to send me something where I don't have to take all those medications, because, they were having side effects and body wasn't, functioning the way it used to function, right? And guess what? That was in December 2015. And I got the information on December 31st about Mito, right? Actually, the information was sent to me before that. And when I looked at it, I saw on there that I just kind of glanced at it. And I'm just going to be honest. And I was like, oh, I saw a picture of pet, right? Because remember, we have pet products. Well, we have products that can be used on pets, right? And so what I did was, when I saw the picture of the pet, mind you, I just glanced at it. I was like, oh, I don't need anything for pets, right? I did not take the time out to get educated by looking at all of the information. And a lot of you have done that. But you need to take time out, because sometimes you miss out. So even though it was sent to me before the 31st, I didn't listen to the 31st when my friend actually called me, right? And he shared that he could move his toes. And I thought, okay, you've never been able to move your toes. He's a big jokester. I thought he was joking. He was like, no, I'm serious. But I know you're always in pain, and I need to come and cream you. Okay, Rejuvenate Gel. It's a gel, right? But a lot of people call it a cream, right? So when he came and I tried the product, it took my migraine away. You remember that migraine, it's part of that pain they told me I was spend the rest of my life having, right? Well, guess what? It took it away. I was amazed, and I was like, is my mind playing tricks on me? So I said, well, let me try this again tomorrow, right? Because, again, listening to those doctors, right? Being on all this medication. Guys, same thing happened the next day. Well, guess what? At that point, I was sold on the product because it was helping my migraines, right? So then, I had several things going on, had major things going on with allergies, right? So the next thing it began to help me with was my allergies. I was washing dishes one day, broke out in hives, right? Pulled my hands out because it was itching and had the red hives, right? My little miracle gel, Rejuvenate Gel, was on the counter. So I began to speak to myself, right? And laughing, saying, oh, I probably should just put that little miracle gel on, right? Well, my pills was back in my purse in another room, right? So as I was laughing, joking, talking to myself, I was like, I picked up the jar and I rubbed it on my hands, right? Before I got to my pills that was in my purse, I noticed I wasn't itching as more. I looked down and noticed that the hives were going away and the itching would stop. I did not take those pills, okay, guys? And I was just like, okay, I was laughing and joking. However, this little miracle gel, the Rejuvenate Gel, took the hives away and stopped the itching. I said, okay, so now it's helping my allergies, right? And as things begin to change with me, then people started asking me. So see, I was in that secret club, right? I wasn't trying to tell anybody, because I had so much going on, right? And I wasn't doing it on purpose, guys. But people began to ask me, what are you doing different? And then they begin to tell me, oh, I have shoulder pain. I have neuropathy. I have, diabetes. I have high blood pressure. I never knew these people had all this because a lot of times you can't look at a person and say what they have, right? So it's like, well, okay, well, how do I get that, right? Well, what do we have to do? You have to be referred by somebody. So I gave them my website. Some of them I had to help create their website because they needed assistance, right? And then they begin to order. Well, guess what? I'm a referring customer, right? So when they begin to order the products, then what happened? I began to get the MoreMito bucks, right? And then next thing you know, I had enough MoreMito bucks in my back office that my product was free. So that made me look and think and say, well, hey, I don't mind paying for them, but free is better, right? So, hey, that feeling of being able to get your products for free, I love it. For years, I've been able to, earn enough MoreMito bucks where I can get it for free, right? Then I decided, after I looked, I was like, it was steady growing and growing and growing, right? Because not only am I sharing it with people now, because people are steady asking me, right? And so then I began, I started seeing people with different things, I started noticing different things. If you're walking on a cane, or if you're walking slumped over, or if you're constantly coughing, you name me, I see some spots on you, whatever. I started sharing, right? Because again, the products, were doing tremendous things with me by building my mitochondria up, right? So at this point, I'm sharing it with people, right? And so, I started noticing that the money in my back office was where I could pay some bills, right? So I decided to switch to paid representative, and which is free, and so I could pull some cash out, right, and pay some of these bills, right? And when I tell you, it just keeps growing and growing and growing. You can choose to just be a customer. I love all my customers, to all my customers. So you can choose to be, just be a customer, and and build your mitochondria, and that's satisfying to me. But then I also have people that they decide that they want to get some free product, or that they want to actually earn some income, and pay some bills, or whatever they choose to do with it, right? It's up to you. You can give yourself a raise. You choose to give yourself a raise, right? Gave myself another raise just recently. Got a phone call. I got a phone, like yesterday, I got a phone call from, I think the lady was, one of the ladies was for Toronto, right? So one of my customers called, and we're sharing information and everything, right? So, I have people that I talk to from all over. This is why I say text me, and then we'll schedule time to talk. that works for you and myself, because I am a very busy person, right? Thank God, right? And so, but I had a customer. She wasn't feeling well. She sent me a text, and when I saw it, I called the person she asked me to call, right? And I'm sharing the information, and then she went on and she created her. She's like, well, hey, what do we need? What's our next step? How do I get that site? So she said her phone was real small, so she wanted me to go on there and create it for her. Went on the computer, created it for her. She said, okay, now how do I order? Okay, so we went right on and did her order, right? And what did she order? She ordered the Renew Brain and Body Bundle, because she was very serious, because she had a lot of things going on with her body. And I'm also going to share that when I got the text only had 2 things on there that she was saying that the lady had, right? As I talked to the lady, because a lot of times people don't tell you everything. As I was talking to the lady, she started sharing more and more that was going on. Well, by the end of the call, I had a whole list of things that she had going on. And, by me sharing about mitochondria and her learning what mitochondria is, right? Then that's what made her share. Okay, well, I have this and I have this. I used to have this. And, then she saw how urgent it was for her to get her products and get on the products, right? Because she had some major things going on, right? Even if you think you're the healthiest person, right? I talk to people all the time that, what do they have on their face? They have those glasses on their face, right? And they're telling me, oh, I'm healthy, I don't need anything. Well, guess what? The most mitochondria is in your eye area. So when I'm looking at people like that, I'm thinking, you just don't know. And I'm trying to share some education with you, right? Sometimes people receive it and sometimes they don't, right? I'm not a pushy person, so I'm not going to push it on it. If you want to keep your, don't want to build that mitochondria up, and you want to keep wearing those glasses and, etc., I'm not gonna push anything on you, but I am gonna try to share the information so that you can get educated, right? So, if you're having those shots in your eyes and you want to keep having those shots in those eyes, you're going blind and you want to continue doing what you're doing and go blind, trust me, I'm not gonna stop you if that's what you choose to do, okay? However, I am gonna share with you the information that you can build your mitochondria up by getting on Mito. And God has already designed your body to fix itself from anything. We have several people that were previously getting shots in their eyes and no longer get shots in their eyes because they took their health serious. Now, it's up to you whether you take your health serious or not, okay? Because I know there's so many products out there and people have said that they do this and they do that. Understand, we're doing things on a different level. We're actually building your mitochondria. We're not in the healing business, okay? We're not telling you, oh, well, you take our products and we're going to heal you. That is not what we're telling you, because that's not what we do. What we're telling you is, if you take our products, whether it's for the humans or for the pets, you're going to build your mitochondria up. When you build your mitochondria up, God has already designed your body, just like he designed my body, to fix itself from anything, okay? So that's what you should choose to do. But again, if somebody else referred you, get back with the person that referred you. If you refer by myself or by going on, seeing me on one of my TV shows, whether it's a Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie, Success on Stephanie, both on YouTube, or if you were live on Facebook, if you saw it on TikTok, if you saw it on LinkedIn, wherever you saw it, if somebody just referred it to you and they're not a customer of MoreMito, then you want to go to www.moremito.com/S Alford. That's moremito.com/SALFORD. Then you want to click, if you're on a computer, click join in the top right hand corner. If you're on your phone, click menu, then join, then referring customer, fill it out and submit it. Your free customer website is up. You can, if you need more information, there's training on the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie. Go to the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie. Make sure you subscribe. Go to the playlist, go to trainings, and there's videos back there to show you how to do a whole lot of things. There's tons of videos back there breaking down, about different ailments that you have going on or conditions. Cancer is there, neuropathy is there, autism is there, you name it, it's there, right? And we continue to add more information, right? So create your free customer website. Then, I also share how you order. If you need information from me, you can always text me. A lot of people put questions in here. I've answered a lot of the questions, but you can text me at 817-320-2571. And if we need to speak, we'll schedule a time to speak. After you've created your free customer website, we have a mobile app. So whether you're Android or iPhone, you can go to your Play Store or your App Store and download the MoreMito app, right? MoreMito is MoreMito. MITO. MoreMito is short for more mitochondria. We just did mito because mitochondria is kind of a long word, right? So that's the name of our company, MoreMito, right? So you go download the MoreMito app. Once you download the MoreMito app, it's going to ask you for your username and password. So that's why we tell you have to create your free customer website first. You put your username and your password in. It's going to ask you a couple of questions, and then you're now in there. You have a lot of testimonies in there, and you can share with people. That is your mobile marketing system. It's a free mobile marketing system. So you have information that you can send out to people. You have tons of testimonies that you can send out to people. People can learn about mitochondria from you sending out the mitochondria story, all right? I've sent it out to a lot of people, and I know which one of you have listened or watched it because the app tracks everything, right? Is that not awesome? We have a digital flyer that is on there now, right? So when you send that digital flyer out, guess what? That flyer does the work for you. There's Mr. Hill, the CEO of the company. He's on there. He shares what mitochondria is, right? Then there's testimonials on there. There's you can put on there, different ailments or conditions that you have, right? There's several things that you could check. So go on there. If I've sent that to you, go on there and and just go down there, and view it. If I have not sent it to you, I have no problem sending it to you. You can text me and just text me MM Flyer, right? You're going to, along with your name, to 817-320-2571, and we'd be happy to get it to you. But you can also order from there, right? When I tell you Mr. Hill is so awesome, that is you can go from top to bottom, and by the time the person gets down to the bottom, they have placed an order, right? And ordered their products, so that now that they can get their mitochondria built up, and you didn't say a word to them. All you did was forward to that flyer, right? But you can go back in your back office and you can see what they clicked on. You can see, how far they did, and you can also see if they did not click on anything, if they didn't even open it up, right? It is so awesome. I love it, guys. So if I've sent you something, go ahead and either listen to it if it's audio or watch it, because it's important. I'm not sending things out just to send stuff out. I'm not being a salesperson, okay? That's not me. That's not my norm. But I have always loved to help people. I grew up in a family of teachers and preachers, and so I grew up helping people, and I love to help people. So I share the information so that these products can help you build your mitochondria up, right? Because I know when you build your mitochondria up, it is life-changing. It can mean life longevity. Seriously, it can mean life longevity, or it can mean that if you continue losing your mitochondria, you can just drop dead. So I hope we have your attention, and I hope that you love yourself enough that you take the time to build your mitochondria up. Because guess what? I love myself enough. I love myself, and I'm building my mitochondria up because I want to have life longevity. I was so happy to come off all these medications, right? That the doctors, they have MD behind their name, DO, you name it, right? I was listening to them, right? Then finally, I had to think. When I went to the neurologist and she told me that 2 of the medications that the doctors had me on was they were over-medicating me and been over-medicating me for years, right? But when she shared that it's taking my migraine away, giving my migraine back, and it's causing me to be depressed. That's why my body wasn't functioning the way it used to function. That's why I was having a issue multitasking, guys. And I'm thinking, guys, I was listening to these doctors, right? Well, I had to wise up. I had to do my own research, right? So when I listened and when I began to try the products, okay, I listened and learned about mitochondria, and I began to try the products and start seeing how my body was doing better. And I started coming off these medications one by one, right? Not having to go to these doctors anymore. It's been amazing, guys. So I hope you love yourself enough, your family members, etc., to not only get on it for yourself, but share the information with your family. This is a great gift. Give the gift of life to people, okay? Because a lot of people, they won't take the initiative. Help people take the initiative. So I hope that this has been helpful to you guys. I hope that you go to the Health of Wealth Show with Stephanie. You can go there 24/7 on YouTube, Health of Wealth Show with Stephanie, right? And again, make sure you subscribe, but go to our playlist. There's the conference calls. There's several conference calls. You can go back there and see previous conference calls. The conference call from the day will be up, before too long. Once I finish and and do what I need to do, and then and everything is ready, then it will be on that playlist as well. But there are several other playlists there. There's some Zooms there. There's a playlist on different ailments there, you name it. There's a training. So if you're wondering, okay, well, I'm going to order this product. I'm creating my free customer website, or I've already created my free customer website. What do I do next? Well, just go on the Health of Wealth Show, Stephanie. Go to the playlist, go under training. There's information there, and you can just get off to a great success. So again, go out and be healthy. Have a healthy day. Remember that you want to build your mitochondria up. Remember, mitochondria is the powerhouse of your cells. Everything in your body takes energy. If you lost all your mitochondria right now, you would just drop dead. Have a blessed one, kings and queens.